And looks like we are live. Yes, we are live. It's always, like I said, it's always a little bit weird whenever I start up one of these just because I have to wait for it to actually come up on screen so you guys can see it. There's a little bit of a delay or a lag. And on top of that, it didn't even catch my first part, but whatever. What's up, everyone? OG over here from PlayerEssence. Welcome to another PE live video that we have here for you guys. Today is January 15th, 2018. In the US, it is Martin Luther King Day. So basically, Martin Luther King was a civil rights activist, and he's very instrumental into for basically all the liberties that a lot of people have today. He was a big part of that, especially colored people here in the U.S. So I just wanted to take a little bit of time to say Happy Martin Luther King Day to everyone who celebrates it here in the U.S. It's a federal holiday. Pretty much a lot of businesses are closed down here. A lot of schools are closed down. My daughter's here, so if she busts into the room or whatever, she's here. But yeah, Martin Luther King, man. Just want to give some time just to say Happy Martin Luther King Day, and I'm thankful for everything that he's provided me because of all of his hard work. I'm able to do what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool that that Martin Luther King gave up all he did and was ended up being assassinated. For those who don't know, he was assassinated for simply peacefully protesting and standing up for rights of colored people across the nation. So shout outs to Martin Luther King. He'll always be remembered. And yeah, man. Wish I wish he was still around. He'd be pretty old today if he didn't get assassinated. He might have already passed away. Who knows? But it would have been nice if he didn't get assassinated. But it is what it is. Just happy that he's able to provide us what he can. So I just wanted to take a little bit of time just to say that. But yeah, yeah, very, very cool, very cool. And a lot of you guys have been very nice. I've been posting some stuff about Martin Luther King. Um, next time that I go live, I'm going to show you guys a picture. When I was in kindergarten, I was the only black person in my class when I was in kindergarten, and we had Martin Luther King Day like the day before or whatever, and like they're like, okay, well, we're gonna celebrate it, and you're gonna be Martin Luther King because you're the only black person here. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right, sure, why not? All right, I'll be Martin Luther King. So maybe I'll show you guys. I still have the picture. It's at my mom's house though. I'll show you guys the picture one of these days. I'll get a copy, show you guys the picture. And my daughter's already walking in there. I'm live streaming, baby. What's up? Just wash it real quick, okay? Let me finish. Okay, like I said, my daughter's just gonna barge in. Even though I tell her I'm live streaming, she's just gonna barge in and ask me for something. But anyway, let's go ahead and we got 283 people watching, so let's go ahead and get right into the news, guys. And once again, like I said, my daughter might just bust in. Sorry, this was not a planned live stream for today. So yeah, I was planning on just like relaxing and getting some work done, but also talking to my daughter about Martin Luther King, which I've been doing. I mean, we've already read some stuff. I've been teaching her about him, but I wanted to get this live stream out just so we can talk about it because there's a lot of big news here. Obviously, when you own your own business like I do, you don't really have any days off. I don't think I've taken a day off since ever. Since like I don't even remember the last time that I didn't go a day without making a video on this channel. So you don't ever really take a day off, but usually maybe you take a little. Oh, yeah, I went on vacation this past summer, but I had videos planned every single day. So I had to work super extra, like making videos all night, all day, so I can have all those videos. So yeah, I did do that, but I'll never go on vacation again. That was the worst idea of my life. I'll never do that. Some of you guys have been here for that long time, or since last summer to where I went on vacation, and I'll never ever go on vacation again, like until I'm very very old. I'd never do that again. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this news here, guys. We got a number of things to talk about. Of course, we'll get into user questions. If you guys have any shout outs for music, let me know. Donations, just if you do a donation. So if you do a donation, put a music track that you want me to play from video game music, and I'll play it during the live stream. A lot of you guys really like that last time last time we did it. So just make sure you do that. If you do give a donation, put a music track in, and I'll play it for you guys. So let's go ahead and start off with the first thing here. So Emily Rogers, she had a lengthy post on Reset Era, talking about a number of different things. And man, my alarm keeps on beeping. I want to turn that off in just a bit, but let me read through this first, and then I'll turn off my alarm. So let's go ahead and get into this information. So okay, so here's what Emily Rogers had to say on Reset Era, and this font is really small, so I'm gonna be squinting my eyes just a bit, guys. Actually, let me see if I can blow it up just a bit. Okay. Nope, it's still the same. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into what Emily Rogers had to say here. First, on Reset Era, she said, "I just want to offer some food for thought. What I'm about to say might not make much sense today, but hopefully this post will make more sense as the year progresses. Apologizing for sounding cryptic or vague. I'm trying to point everyone's hopes and expectations for 2018 in the right direction without spoiling announcements. First, I think we've been a bit spoiled by Nintendo Directs because the truth is not every Nintendo game announcement requires a big general direct or even a mini size direct. Sometimes uploading and dumping a short video or trailer on YouTube is more than enough to create a ton of buzz for a product. Example, see the Nintendo Switch reveal video." So let's just talk about that real quick. So basically, she's not saying it particularly, but I think she's kind of alluding to that Nintendo, even if it's going to be like a big game, it doesn't have to be a direct. Like sometimes Nintendo just might drop a video saying, "Hey, we've got this trailer, and these games." Like they don't have to do directs in order to create a buzz. The Switch is super popular. People are going to pick up on it. YouTubers are going to pick up on it. We don't need a direct every single time there's going to be a big game announcement. I think that's the one thing that personally for me I'd like to see kill off from the Wii U era is like, okay, well, we get announcements during directs. That's when we get announcements, and then maybe sometimes E3. If they can just put the information out there so I can just get the information and talk about it, like talk about the video game. So I think that's what she's alluding to right here, that's going to happen. Now, another thing, she says, attracting new players. Now, one, Kimishima has stated that he wants to attract new players. This includes small children and consumers who have barely touched game consoles. Then number two, in October 2016, Kimishima told Bloomberg that Nintendo was planning for new accessories and add-on hardware. It is very likely that these new accessories will include new software. Number three, last month, Kimishima said Nintendo hopes to increase momentum by releasing games that offer new ways to play. That's part of their plan to sell 20 million units in the fiscal year 2018. Number four, Nintendo is not abandoning core gamers in an attempt to attract new players. They believe they can attract new players while still keeping core gamers interested and happy. Third-party support. Now, well, let's talk about what Kimishima said, or what she's talking about here. I think what they're trying to do is basically just expand with different types of games, but also have the type of third-party support and first-party games that play into it. I think games like Kirby could also be like those tweener titles, that kids and new players could get into. Animal Crossing could be another one, kids, new players, but core gamers can be happy with it as well. So I think those are the type of titles that he's talking about here, in addition to potentially having games or hardware that you can use with the Nintendo Switch, peripherals or accessories that could even be like not 1-2 switch, but a game that's like in the same vein or like that, to where you have a peripheral, you have accessory, what's the thing that used to be popular, Toys to Life, almost like an amiibo type of thing, to where they can have these extra things that you can use in the game in order to attract new people. Because for a certain amount of time, the Toys to Life and the peripheral based games were super popular and attracted many people to buy systems, even Nintendo systems, like with the Wii. Not so much with the Wii U, but with the Wii, definitely. Like the Toys to Life games and all that stuff was really big. Skylanders was really huge on the Wii. Really attracted more people in, kids, people who haven't played video games in a while, or just getting into video games. So I think that's what he's kind of going with there. But also having the announcements like the Dark Souls or The World Ends With You, having announcements like that as well. So for super core gamers, then also for expanded audience, kids trying to get into gaming, stuff that parents like myself can play with their kids. So I think that's what he's talking about there, or what she's kind of alluding to there with that bracket of information. But everything that that was said from right there in that second part, attracting new players, that's actually fact from Kimishima. That's straight from Kimishima's mouth, not Emily just making up stuff. So now my speculation on that is not fact. Okay, that's my what I just speculated on what she just said was just my opinion. So let's just make sure that we separate the two. Don't go saying like, oh well, Francis said or OJ said, Emily Rogers said, this is what's going to happen. Don't connect my words to hers. Make sure we have a clear separation between the two, guys. Okay, and I'm not looking at chat right now, guys, as I'm reading this because the font is super small, but I'll get to you guys' comments in just a bit. Now, okay, third-party support. So here's what she also has to say about this. She says Nintendo is under and this is in red, okay? So Nintendo is under no pressure to reveal all of their third-party titles in January. And it's just funny that she has to say that. It's just so funny that she has to say that. But anyway, yeah, she says that in red, under no pressure to reveal all their third-party titles in January. Keep in mind that Doom, Wolfenstein 2, LA Noir, and WWE 2K18 weren't revealed for the Nintendo Switch until the very last 3 months of 2017, and Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle from Ubisoft and Rocket League were not revealed until E3. As I stated before, this is a good year for third-party stuff. This is a year that already has Wolfenstein 2, Dark Souls, Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana, Valkyria Chronicles 4, The World Ends With You, Payday 2, Dragon Quest Builders 1 and Dragon Quest Builders 2 if it launches this year, which I think it will. Yeah, they did say, yeah, so Dragon Quest Builders 2 as well. SNK Heroines, Tag Team Frenzy, Project Octopath Traveler, Mega Man 11, and Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. And she also says, trust me, there's some more good stuff coming from third parties. You'll be pleasantly surprised in the third party department. And then lastly, this is her number 7 point on third party. Kimishima himself said different sorts of genres will be covered by third parties, which will help expand the system's user base. So if you don't want to take my word for it, then take Kimishima's. So let's talk about that just a bit. So basically what she's talking about here is that Nintendo is going to have a ton of third-party support this year, which you can clearly see that Nintendo's third-party support from 2017 when they first launched the Nintendo Switch to 2018 is like completely different. If we're just talking about the first half, last year Nintendo had some indie support at the beginning. They had some ports, they had some things, but it wasn't necessarily like any like major games like a Dark Souls or like a Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dawn. It wasn't even like double A games. It was bigger indie support and like maybe like a double A Japanese game here or there. We had like stuff. What was it? We had Disgaea. We had Minecraft. We had Street Fighter. That was all in May. In April, pretty much all we had for the most part, or some of those games might have came out in April. I don't remember exactly, but I know that there was just a few games in April. We had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which came out at the end of April, and then May was Street Fighter and all that. Then June was ARMS. And then I think summer we got a couple more, but it was mainly independent support, and we had stuff like Has Been Heroes, games like that. Whereas this year, I mean, we have a lot more. Like, you have stuff like, we had like I Am Setsuna at launch, but we also have Lost Sphere in January. We also have the SNK Heroines game that's coming out. Summer, Lacrimosa of Dana, which was talked about. May is Dark Souls. The World Ends With You is 2018. We don't know when in 2018, but that's coming as well. So there's just, in my opinion, we're seeing a lot more. Payday 2 is another game that's coming in the first half here as far as April goes. Or is it February? February for Payday 2, I think. So at the end of February, we got Payday 2. So I think the support is definitely a bit better from the first half, and there's even going to be more being announced. But Dark Souls is a bigger game than anything in that first half. As far as third-party support-wise, I mean, if you're not including Minecraft, that being like a huge game, like independent game, and I'm not even counting stuff like the Disc Jam that was just announced. There was like 5 or 6 games announced today, like independent games, like even more independent games being announced today for the Nintendo Switch. Like it was crazy. My boy The Sorcerer hit me up and was like, "Hey man, we got this game, and this game all being announced for the Nintendo Switch." I'm like, "Okay, well, I can't talk about all of them right now, so we're gonna have to do something." But yeah, there's even more independent games, like way more independent games. Independent third-party titles, and then we also have bigger third-party titles as well, like Payday. Payday is probably bigger than anything we got, last year around this time from third-party, and also Dark Souls. That's the biggest one, is Dark Souls, but also SNK Heroines. That's also a pretty big one too. And there's going to be more. Obviously, there's going to be more. That's not going to be it. But yeah, she's basically just saying, there's going to be a lot more. And like I said, without giving up too much and not saying too much, guys. I can. I'm not gonna sit here and say I can confirm, because obviously Emily knows more than me, but I can sit here and say absolutely there's gonna be like third-party support's gonna be like way better this year than it was last year. Last year, like it got good at the end. I mean, it was okay in the first half, but like it got good towards the end, right? Like Doom and Skyrim and all that. But this year, like I think like seeing The World Ends With You and seeing Dark Souls, like that's just like the tip of the iceberg. Like there's way more, like there is way more. Like Payday, The World Ends With You, Dark Souls 2, SNK, Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana, like all of those are really good games. You know what I'm saying? Like all of those are good games, and that's just there's more coming. Um, so so yeah. Actually, I think I skipped one. Yeah, I actually skipped one of the things that you said on third party support. Did I? Okay, I think, yeah, I might have skipped this. If I didn't, I'm going to repeat it. So she says, but there are still more third party titles that will be announced later this year from Square Enix, Ubisoft, and Bandai Namco. Some of these unannounced titles may have been rumored on the internet before, and some unannounced titles have never been rumored at all. Trust me, there's some good stuff coming from third parties. Okay, yeah, I think I talked about that. But anyway, yeah, so she names Bandai Namco, Square Enix, and Ubisoft. She names those three. From what I've heard, just from sources that I've had that have been pretty correct on a number of different things, like when it comes to Doom, I knew about that beforehand. I knew about Wolfenstein 2 coming to Switch beforehand. I've heard some stuff as far as from Ubisoft. Yes, definitely, I've heard from Ubisoft. I've heard some stuff from. I mean, Square Enix is a given. I mean, they're basically letting you know that there's going to be more, but the type of games that you're going to see from Square Enix, like I know one game, but I cannot say it because if I say it, then it's going to completely give up who told me, and then they're going to get mad, and they're not going to share information from me anymore. So I know one game from Square Enix that everyone's going to be like, oh, that game. And it's not The World Ends With You, obviously. So I do know one game, but it's not a confirmation. Obviously, I haven't seen like a single shred. Like I know, like with Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, I was confident that that game was real. Like you guys saw my videos, I was like, hey, this is rumor, but I know this game is real because I actually saw the game. I saw the premise, I saw the game, I saw what they were talking about with it. Like so I was very confident. I was very confident that that game was real because I actually saw it beforehand. This Square Enix game, I have not seen it. I just heard about it. They just said this is it. So I'm always cautious. I'm always cautious. But like I said, I can confirm one, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be more. And with Bandai Namco, that's a given because Bandai Namco told us they have unannounced games. They announced one of them, which was Pac-Man, and they told us they have unannounced games. And there was a rumor that I recently did where one of the guys, the first place that I ever heard of The World Ends With You is coming to the Switch. It was a Reddit post. And in that post, that guy got a number of things right, which I still need to make a video on, kind of following up on that post to see what he got right and wrong. I looked at it. He got some Street Fighter stuff right. So Street Fighter Arcade Edition, he talked about that a while ago and what characters were coming to it. He was right on that, but then he was wrong on other things. He was wrong on a couple other things. But that's the first place that I ever saw The World Ends With You guys, and he got that right. I didn't get that from an inside source or anything. Like I was just like, oh, okay, like I got tipped off like right before literally like right before the direct that The World Ends With You could be coming. And I was just like, whatever, like, okay, well maybe, but like other than that, it was just a rumor that we heard on the internet, and that guy got it was it last year that he got that? Yeah, that guy got that last year. It was either last year or it was very early this year, but I'm pretty sure it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. So and on that same rumor list that he had Dragon Ball Fighter Z. So I'm not saying that that's going to be a given, but I think like you can put two and two together here. Bandai Namco, stuff that's been rumored before. I'm not trying to put words in Emily's mouth, but I'm just saying like I'm pretty sure Dragon Ball Fighter Z is going to come to the Nintendo Switch. I think Bandai Namco support that's going to happen. Also, I mean Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 sold 500,000 copies. Like that's ridiculous. Like that's it's so understated. People, you can't sit here and say third party doesn't sell on Nintendo Switch because the system is at 13, 14 million, whatever it's at, 12, 13 million, whatever, and it sells 500,000 copies. Okay, the Xbox One version and the PS4 version, like if you look at the ratios, like it should be selling like 5 or 6 million or whatever. I mean, considering PlayStation 4 has 70 million sold, the fact that the Nintendo Switch is anywhere near the PlayStation 4 version of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and probably past the Xbox One version is just insane. So I don't really want to hear any more Nintendo fans don't buy third party support. That argument is done. That argument is it's stupid. So I think Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to come. As far as the other games, like what else could come, I don't know. I mean, obviously, Bandai Namco has a lot more stuff, but we just have to wait and see. Dark Souls is one of those games that they said third party ports. They also said exclusives as well. So we'll see what else. A lot of companies have weird definitions for exclusives though. Like if you put a piece of exclusive content in there, someone will, oh, it's exclusive for Switch, So we'll see what happens with Bandai Namco. They're a pretty standard company, but they can be weird at times. So let's go ahead and get into her final thoughts that she listed here. And guys, we have more. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what I have to talk about today. And after I'm done reading this last part, I'll look at the chat. So if you guys have anything to say, just be prepared to say it again, because I already know you guys are probably going crazy in there. I haven't looked at the chat yet, but I already know you guys are probably going crazy in there. So here are her final thoughts. And she says, if there is any announcement this week, don't automatically assume that it's a direct or a mini direct. There is such a thing as a short trailer uploaded on YouTube, you know. If there's any announcement this week, don't automatically assume that it will appeal to core Nintendo fans and older gamers. So it might be the announcement of like the expanded audience. It might be like a 1-2 switch type of game, or it might be like a Kirby type of game, maybe a little bit less than that, to where you can play with your family. It might be peripherals added on. It might be something like that. So there might be some announcements, but don't expect some type of Nintendo Direct and all that, because once we get into this next thing, there's some people that are already saying that there's going to be rumors that Nintendo's going to have something, even a Nintendo Direct potentially, like another Nintendo Direct Mini on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So a week, basically a week from the last Direct, which I mean, it seems like she's just trying to sit here and trying to quell that, right? It looks like she's trying to quell it right now. That's what it looks like she's trying to do. She's trying to quell that stuff. So, we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens here. Shout outs to the Rabid Maniac for the subscription, and also Danielson 1981. Thank you for the subscription as well, homie. Do appreciate that. Everyone, please welcome them to the village. So now I'm looking at the chat here, and we have 567 people watching. So thank you for all the people watching. Let's see if we can get to 300 likes, guys, if we can. The chat's going insane. The chat's going insane. I'll take a little bit of questions based on what I just said. I'll take some questions starting at this point. So if you guys want to put some questions down, like I said, I won't be able to get into everything because there's a ton of people here putting a bunch of stuff. So however you can get my attention, tag me, do whatever. If you donate, put a question. If you do donate, put a question in your donation, okay, so I can read your question. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. So Mixed Man Miles says, OJ, I heard some new game from Square Enix as well. However, I think you know what game we're talking about, since I heard this new game from Square. Yeah, I already said I know the game. I know of the game, but I can't sit here and confirm the game and say that, oh yeah, this is 100% real or anything, because we don't have the game. You know what I'm saying? We don't have it. Is the audio low? Yeah, the audio is probably a little bit low, guys. Let me turn it up a bit. Audio is probably a little bit low. Yeah, let me turn the audio up. Sorry for the low audio, guys. Turn up the volume on you guys' sets too. So The World Ends With You, SNK Heroines, Ys 8, Dark Souls Remastered is just the beginning. Yeah, it's just the very, 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 very beginning, guys. What Square Enix games would you want to see? Nier, Kingdom Hearts Collection, or Final Fantasy? That shout outs to Sean Sweeney. I would like to see Nier. I think Nier would be good. I also think that like a remake of a Final Fantasy for the Nintendo Switch would be great. Like how they remade Final Fantasy 12 for the Nintendo Switch. Like if they remade Final Fantasy 6 and put that on the Nintendo Switch, I think that would be dope. Like I would really like a remake, even if it has like PS3 level graphics on the Nintendo Switch. Like that'd be fine. I'd be completely fine with that. Like they could skip Final Fantasy 15, 14, 13, 2. They can skip every single one. Every single one. They can skip every single one, and I'd be fine with that. They could not release them. Heck, they might even skip Final Fantasy 7 remake. You know what I'm saying? Like if we got a remake of Final Fantasy 6, which is probably my favorite Final Fantasy game, I'd be completely down with that. So I'd like to see that. Bravely Third, yeah, Bravely Third would be great. I think that would be really good. Snowman just got here. What'd you miss? You missed a lot, my guy. You might have to watch the replay. You missed a lot. Toon Link, PlayerEssence, did you play 20? If you did you enjoy it, and what did you feel unique, like the people are saying? Yeah, like I played 20 back in the day. It got stolen. I'd still have the game to this day if it didn't get stolen out of my dorm room in college. But yeah, I played it back in 2008. I bought it brand new. I think it was like $40 back then, or something like that. Bought it brand new day one on Amazon. Oh no, I got it on a little bit of a discount, but Yeah, I bought it. It was good. It was very unique because of the battle system. The battle system was very like you have to like shift your eyes back and forth between the top screen and the bottom screen, and like you use pins to power up yourself, you know, and get new abilities. It was based on the pins, and like you can upgrade your pins and your abilities with the game. And the story was very unique. It was a weird story, and it pushed graphically. It pushed the DS probably as hard as it could be pushed for the most part. I mean, it wasn't polygonal like 3D, but it was still very stylized, anime-ish, very cool setting, great soundtrack for the DS. I mean, DS sound quality isn't the best, but the sound quality was pretty good for a DS game. So yeah, it's every bit as good as everyone uh, everyone thought it was, but or everyone says it is. But yeah, man, it's one of those games to where I think everyone's gonna want to play. I think it's actually gonna do better on the Switch than it did on the DS, which is insane if you look at it because the DS sold like a gazillion systems. Shout outs to Tube78 with the $5 donation. Says no question, just a shout out from Amsterdam. Shout outs, man. Shout outs to Amsterdam, by the way. Amsterdam, by the way, man. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Glad I can get on early enough to where it's not too late for you guys over there across the pond. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Excuse me. All right. Also, shout outs to Mad Dog with the follow over there at the Twitch Nation, the Fire Nation over there. Mad Dog, Anchorite. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that. Build the Fire Nation up strong. Definitely recruit your friends over there. Let's build that place up. Trying to get to 1,000 follows on Twitch. So thank you, man. So yeah, let's see. Let's see any more. I got some more stuff to go into. I just wanted to make sure that like I said, whenever I do my live streams, guys, this is all about the community. This is all community focused. So I want to make sure that I get you guys' comments in, and not just a little bit, but a lot of you guys' comments in. So if you have anything else, let me know. And sorry, like I said, the chat's going insane. This is a lot of questions. So G5 Mob Gang says all we want is Dragon Ball Fighter Z, dude. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. I might need to get some water. Yeah, guys, give me just a second because we're gonna be talking for a lot longer. Let me just get some water real quick. I'm terribly sorry, guys, and check out my daughter real quick. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. My daughter's fine. She just wanted me to cut an apple for her, so I had to do that, and I had to get something to drink. Okay. So, Benjamin S says, players and Square Enix says Final Fantasy is gonna have a big year. So I'm hyped. I'm hoping every Final Fantasy game goes to Switch. Thoughts? I don't think every Final Fantasy game is gonna go to Switch. I think Square Enix has some deals with Sony and things like that. Obviously, the Luminous engine isn't the best with Switch, so I wouldn't get hyped for everything coming to Nintendo Switch. But modern Final Fantasies have kind of really dropped off, to be honest. I mean, I like Final Fantasy 15, but like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 smokes Final Fantasy 15. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 smokes it. Valkyria Chronicles, I mean, even playing that game back from 2008, that smokes Final Fantasy 15. Project Octopath smokes Final Fantasy 15. Bravely Default, the original, smokes Final Fantasy 15. I mean, like, it's pretty bad, like, how many games are better than Final Fantasy that came out before it. So, we'll see what they do. Obviously, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I mean, the battle system's kind of completely changing that, so we have to see how it is. It's not the same. I mean, I think they moved it over to ATB, so action ATB or something like that. So, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But to be honest, man, there hasn't really been. That's why I'm kind of like looking at the remakes instead, because, I'd rather have a remake because of a game that I know is really good. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. Yeah. So let's see here. I don't think Final Fantasy 15. I don't think Final Fantasy 15 is trash. It's just not. It's just not like amazing for all the hype and for how long. It's not. It didn't live up to the 10-year wait. That's all it is. Like if the game came out like 2 years after it was announced, or even a year after it was announced, people would be like, all right, this is okay. If this game came out in when it was supposed to on the PS3, I think people would be like, oh yeah, it's a great game. It probably would have got like a 90 rating or whatever. But I think the lead up until the hype and everything was just kind of quelled it. And like I said, there's just better RPGs, that use way less tech. I mean, Project Octopath, the demo of Project Octopath is better than Final Fantasy 15. I mean, not in content-wise and all the gameplay stuff like that, but just like the demo. But I still have to play the updated versions of Final Fantasy 15 though, because they did it to where you can switch characters now. They did it to where you can, you can do all sorts of other stuff as well. So yeah. So I have to wait and see. All right. So we got a $10 donation as well, and guys, we'll have a proper Q&A at the end too. So we'll also have a proper Q&A. I want to get into this next part. But we will have a proper Q&A. So if you don't get your questions asked or questions answered right now, you'll definitely get them answered in a little bit. So shout outs to Alex, is it Davia? Davia with a $10 donation through Super Chat. And he says, as third-party support, wait for that little as third-party support continues to improve with the continued success of the Nintendo Switch, do you believe Nintendo will continue to go ham on indies and bring more niche games like Doki Doki Literature Club? Yeah, absolutely. But I think the biggest thing with it is that Nintendo's already established that indie games can have a big, factor on the Switch. Like indie games are in the core of what the Switch is like. The core DNA of the Switch includes indies, because the biggest thing about indie developers and indie games is that a lot of people play indie games like maybe like when they're on the bus or when they're going somewhere or right before class, like when you don't have a ton of time to play games. A lot of people play indie games then and there, and it's like, why would you buy an indie game on any other system but the Switch for the most part? I mean, obviously there's trophies, there's other things like that that can play a factor, there's reasons. So I'm not gonna say nobody should buy indie games on any other system. I'm just saying, like, for me, like I said, as a longtime Nintendo fan, we usually have to buy two different systems, and sometimes the game comes to both systems and there's no cross-buy. There's no cross-buy or whatever, or, to where you can get both of the games, like on your Wii U and on your 3DS, or on your GameCube and on your Game Boy Advance. You just have to buy both of them, or on your Wii and on your DS. I mean, we saw this with like Final Fantasy, like the Crystal Chronicles games or whatever, or Final Fantasy something like that, where it was like literally on both, and you just kind of had to buy both of them. So for me, it's one of those things where that's where like indie games really are going to shine, and a lot of indie developers are having success. So the dev kits are cheap. So it's not even a fact of like Nintendo pushing it, more so than indie developers pushing it themselves. They're like, hey, that developer sold 100,000 copies and just made $5 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like the game only costs like $200,000 to make, or $400,000 to make, which a lot of indie games don't even cost that much. So like, well, I mean, if we sell, 250,000 copies, we sell it at $9.99 a pop, 250,000 people buy it on the Switch. Well, that's a lot of revenue for us. I mean, we can really invest into our next game. We can take care of our families. So I think it's more of a it's more of a thing towards just like the DNA of the Switch really just invites indies in, because you can play the game. You can play the games portably, which is a universal aspect. Portable it's universal. It's not anything that's like, oh, this weird feature for the Switch, this gimmick. It's portability is portability. It's like life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, most people don't sit down and look at their TV all day to play a game. I mean, like I said, when I went on vacation, I took my Switch with me. I didn't take my PS4 with me and all that junk. I mean, nobody. I mean, some people do it, but most people don't. So yeah. In terms of the other stuff, as far as so yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club and all that. Yeah, I think all that stuff's gonna come. I think most independent games that are announced are gonna come to the Switch at some point. So yeah, because of the success. I mean, like I said, it's the success of indies. It's the success of the system. There's lots of different things. But thank you, Alex, for the donation. I do appreciate that, and hopefully I answered your question correctly. So okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get back into a little bit of here, guys. And I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question. Don't worry. Like I said, we're gonna have a proper Q&A. We're gonna be going for a bit, okay? So we're gonna be going for a bit. So don't worry about that, guys. We got a good base of people watching. We've got more than my PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo. So you rumor fiends, you guys need to show up to my PlayerEssence Cross Nintendos. All of you guys who are watching now that don't watch my PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo, I'm waiting on you guys. Okay, you guys better show up to my PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo this Friday, 6:30 p.m. PT, 9:30 p.m. ET. Every single Friday. You guys show up. I better have 500 some people watching then and there, or you guys are all rumor fiends, okay? Okay. So moving on to the next thing here. There was a post on Reddit, or no, Reset Era, and there was hold up, I'm trying to make sure that I get this correct, because yeah, I'm trying to make sure I get this correct. So there was, I think, Bring Back Sonics on Reset Era, and they were talking about this thing here. Okay, yeah. So apparently, over on Reddit, there was a My In-Store Nintendo Switch demo unit just received a huge update on January 22nd, or received a huge update on the 22nd of January. So they're going to be getting a huge update that goes live next week on Monday. And this is what this person had to say on Reddit. So he says, "Hey everyone, I can't really give any pictures or proof, but here goes. I work in a video game store, and today we had a Nintendo rep come in to do updates in our in-store Switch demo unit. When I asked her what it was about, she told me it was to prepare the console for a huge update on the demos and videos that are going to be activated on January 22nd. She told me that our demo console will be updated automatically on the 22nd to get about 10 or so new titles to get on demonstration. She wasn't able to confirm anything, but I found it interesting." So I don't know how big that is going to be. That just might be, okay, well, now you have some demos of like a Lost Sphere or Dragon Quest Builder demo. Some of the games, maybe you can play Doom, or maybe you can play some of the games that came out late last year. So while that is a rumor, some people are trying to stretch that into other things. I don't think that's going to be anything massive if you're talking about like a demo unit for stores. Because I know a couple of you guys linked this one to me, but I don't think this is going to be anything like, huge or anything like that. So I think there's some more information. We're getting some rumors, okay? And I don't want to get into too many specifics here, but because gosh, I don't like doing this, especially after the direct that we just had. But apparently the 18th there's going to be another direct. Now please keep in mind what Emily Rogers had to say when it comes to directs or potential trailers. Like, these people that are hearing news of a direct, because we're getting rumors of a direct on the 18th, so that is this Thursday. Just keep in mind, it's some dude riding his ATV outside. Sometimes I hate living in the boondocks. Jesus. Anyway, people ride their dirt bikes and ATVs out here, because I live all the way out on the outskirts of town, because it's super cheap and you can get a big house and it's cheap. So I live all the way out here. But anyway, there's a lot of dirt fields. People ride their ATVs all the time and stuff like that. But I don't think that this is going to be some type of big Nintendo Direct. Now, the rumor for this actually is that it's going to be something like another mini Direct, or potentially trailers for some games, and then February is going to be a big direct. But I just don't know about this one, guys. Like I said, I had a lot of you guys link this to me and say, hey, do you think there's going to be a bigger direct? Nintendo has to give us a bigger direct. And I'm like, no, Nintendo doesn't have to give us a bigger direct. Like we don't, we honestly don't need a bigger direct because there's literally games to play every single month, whether it's independent, excuse me, or it's bigger games, or it's ports, or it's whatever the case. There's games to play every single month leading to summer. I mean, leading all the way till summer, we've got Hyrule Warriors, we've got Donkey Kong, we've got Payday 2, we've just got Lost Sphere. There's just a number of games. We've got Disc Jam that's just coming out. That game actually looks pretty dope. Got a lot of independent titles coming out. We've got Dark Souls in May. You know, it's just quite a number of games. You know, there's just already a lot of games. SNK for the summer, SNK Heroines, Ease 8 for the summer as well. We'll see when Project Octopath gets. Maybe there's a brand new trailer and a release date for Project Octopath, and they're like, hey, this game is coming April, or this game is coming June, or or something like that. So that can be a possibility. That can definitely be a possibility when it comes to it. So, and on top of that, Yoshi. We still need to find out about Yoshi. That could also have its own little thing, or a couple trailers, like she's saying, that's coming out here. Yo, shout outs. To move this over. The name was kind of cut off a bit. Shout outs to who was that? Let me look at my thing here. Smesh Replays hitting us with that sponsored jutsu. Thank you so much, Smesh Replays. Everyone in the chat, please make Smesh Replays feel very welcome. Brand new elite ninja to the village. Thank you. I appreciate that, Smesh Replays. Enjoy your brand new emotes, and if you want to get access to the exclusive PlayerEssence Discord chat for PE Arena and gameplay videos, let me know via Twitter. My Twitter is linked in the comment or in the description of this video. And everyone, please give some love to the brand new Elite Ninja Smesh Replays for hitting us with that sponsored jutsu. Thank you so much, Smesh. And like I said, let me know about let me know, or I can give you details. Just hit me up on Twitter. Let me know your username, and we can get you details on my friend code and everything like that if you want to get in on the PE arenas that we have. Every Tuesday we have PE Arena, guys. Every single Tuesday. Okay, so yeah, getting back to kind of what I was talking about here. We need to just kind of wait and see on this stuff. I think, what I wanted to talk about before we get into Q&A, because that's pretty much all the rumors, to go over. But I know you guys got a ton of questions though, so we're gonna dedicate a lot of time to questions and just comments and stuff from you guys, the fans, of course. But I think Nintendo's doing things differently this year, guys. I think the biggest thing that Nintendo wants to make sure that they do is, one, that they hit the third-party support. I think, even if it's I don't care if it's 30 frames per second, I don't care if it's not 4K, they need the third-party support. I mean, they need to have it. I mean, that's the big thing. Now you got people complaining about first-party support, but I think that's just noise in the background. The biggest thing that Nintendo needs to make sure that they hit on is making sure that they get the support, they get that third-party support. And I think that it's starting off good. Obviously, they don't have everything. There's still some games that could come over. There's still some stuff that they can do, but overall, I think that it's not too bad in terms of what's going down. But I think like Emily said, and a little bit that I know, yeah, the third party support's going to be big here. Because look, guys, you can sit here and talk about graphics, you can talk about everything all you want to, but I'm telling you, a large majority of people honestly don't care. I know people online, they'll sit there and they'll say, oh well, graphics this and frame rates this. I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you when Dragon Ball FighterZ, even if it doesn't run at the same resolution, it's going to run at 60 frames per second if it does come to the Switch, but the resolution or whatever, I guarantee you Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to sell like crazy on the Switch. Guarantee you. Just like Xenoverse 2 sold. Xenoverse 2 plays much better on the PS4. I played Xenoverse 2 on the PS4 recently. It plays a lot better on the PS4. But I play Xenoverse 2 whenever I do play it. I play it on my Switch because I can play it anywhere I want. It's not only just portability, it's the controller. Yo, the PS4 controller for me, that crap be dying every single freaking 3 hours. That thing dies. I charge my Nintendo Switch controller like one time it lasts 40 hours, so I don't gotta worry about charging it. I'm always charging my freaking PS4 controllers. That's annoying enough for me. I know that's not a big deal for other people, but that's extremely annoying for me. So there's all sorts of reasons why people are gonna pick up games on the Switch. The option for portability, for me it's the controller, the battery life. I'm tired of buying AA batteries for my Xbox One. Seriously, I'm tired of buying AA batteries for my Xbox One. I don't even have AA batteries for it. I just plug my controller into the thing and just watch Netflix or whatever on there. I don't even do that anymore, to be honest, but because I have Netflix on my smart TV. But anyway, um, the third party support's going to need to be there. You can, like I said, you can sit there and talk about frame rate and all that. But like I said before on one of my videos, would you rather have it run at 0 frames per second like the Wii U or 0 frames per second like the 3DS? Because that's what Dark Souls ran on the Wii U. Y'all know Dark Souls came to the Wii U, right? It just ran at 0 frames per second because you couldn't play it. I mean, there's times where I looked up on the web browser and I saw Dark Souls. There's times where Dark Souls was literally on my Wii U tablet because I was watching someone else play Dark Souls, but but I wasn't playing it. It was playing in 0 frames per second because I wasn't playing it. I was watching it in 30 frames per second because it was somebody else's game. So so I'll take 30 frames per second. I'll take 720p over nothing. And that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing, and that's what Nintendo needs to make sure that they focus on. Just get the game. Let the sales warriors, let the drama queens, let them yell and scream about frame rates and all this stuff like that. At the end of the day, people are gonna go out there and pick it up because, like I said, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, the game runs at a solid 60 on PS4. On Switch, anytime you get more than one-on-one battles, it's 30 frames per second. One-on-one battles are 60 though, but a lot of the time it's not one-on-one battles, so a lot of the time it's 30 frames per second. And yeah, people are just like, yeah, and your point, 500,000 units sold plus, so yeah, when it comes to certain games, they're going to do well, and I think that's the biggest thing, is just getting the games on there. Let the other stuff work itself out. Eventually mobile chips will catch up to where you're going to get amazing, way better than what we got right now. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Now when it comes to just basically like the first party support, I think that Nintendo obviously has some grounds to make up. Look, the Wii U, man, and I hate to kind of go back to this every single time, and I'll get to the comments in just a bit, guys, because I know you guys are probably sounding off in the comments, and I'll get to a donation too. There's some subscription donations. I'll get to it right after this point. Thank you for the donation, though. It's one of those things to where it's like, okay, you have, like, let's say you're Nintendo. You have developers. They make high quality games. You make a game that's 80 rated plus, 77, whatever rated plus, 90 rated plus. You invest your millions. You're expecting millions and millions back. You're expecting what you're going to get. And then your system flops so hard because of your fault. Not blaming anybody else other than Nintendo. Because of Nintendo, they're the only ones to blame. It's their system. Okay, it's their system. But you're expecting a little bit more. When you put out a game like Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, probably one of the best 2D platformers ever made. I know it doesn't reflect in the Metacritic score, but anybody who's played the game says that's pretty much the finest Donkey Kong game ever made, or it's definitely in their top 3. And there's been a lot of Donkey Kong Country games. There's been a ton of them. We got a bunch of the Super Nintendo. We had we had Donkey Kong 64. We had Donkey Kong on the Wii. We had Donkey Konga and stuff like that on the Jungle Beats and stuff like that on the GameCube. We had Donkey Kong on the port on the 3DS. But you guys get what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not like there's been barely any Donkey Kong games. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot, and many people consider Donkey Kong Country, that I can verify, like, that I've seen a lot of people really love Tropical Freeze, but that game just did, because of the difficulty, because of the system that it was on, because just too many 2D platformers at the time that it launched, it just didn't do enough. It just didn't do where it should have done. That should have been a 3 million seller, in my opinion. This is just my own opinion. It should have been a 3 to 4 million seller, but it's not. Last time we heard from Nintendo, it's like a 1.2 million seller. It's a 1.3, something like that. Maybe it's higher. We don't have, and that was with digital sales, but that was years ago. I don't have any official data, and I'm not using VG charts, guys. I learned the hard way. I'm never going to use VG charts again. At least I'm not going to use it in ways like this, So the last time we heard about it, it's 1 point something, and I doubt it did more since then, because the value kept on going down, so people weren't buying the game. Just anecdotal evidence, but whatever. You guys get my drift. Obviously, if it did better, we would have heard about it, or would have been included in more of Nintendo's financial reports. Usually when a game stops selling, Nintendo just says, not going to talk about that game anymore. They had it in there one time, I think it said 1.3 million or something like that, or 1.2 million, or it was over a million, and that was like the last time we heard about it. So I doubt it's done much more since then. Maybe it gets to 2, but either way, it didn't get to where it needed to get to. That's what I'm trying to say. And there's like, why are you just gonna let that sit there and rot on the Wii U? It's ridiculous. Like you can't, I mean, what smart businessman is gonna, like, no smart businessman is gonna do that. Like nobody with a brain is gonna just sit there and say, yeah, okay. Let that game, a game as good as that many people didn't play. Obviously, new people have the Switch. So many new people have the Switch. Obviously, they're gonna want to play that game. So you bring it over. Hyrule Warriors, same thing. Hyrule Warriors probably should have done a lot better. Like Hyrule Warriors should have done a lot better than what it did, you know, and it didn't, and it didn't. So that's something that Nintendo's also, you know, is just addressing. They're just addressing those things, and we're probably gonna see more, guys. This isn't gonna be the end of it, and that's the reason why I'm talking about it. We're gonna see more Wii U ports. We're gonna see more. We're gonna see more everything ports, PS4 ports, PC ports, indie developer ports, Wii U ports. We're gonna see all sorts of ports. You know why we're gonna see all sorts of ports? Because Nintendo decided to release their system in the middle-ish of a generation. So developers are going to port over their games that literally just launched on other systems. Yeah, they're gonna bring them over. It's more games. It's not less games. It's more games, guys. And look, some people haven't been through the Wii U era, or maybe they didn't mind during the Wii U era. But the Wii U didn't get ports from the. Well, it got ports. They got ports, but it didn't get like last gen ports. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't get ports from like before the 7th gen. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't get a lot of those, and it didn't get a lot of the games that came out early in the 7th gen ported over. It got a lot of the games that came out recently in the 7th gen. You know, and the Wii U was 8th gen, so it got a lot of the recent games, but it didn't get the games like 2 years before that. You know what I'm saying? Or 3 years before that. So like 2009, like it didn't get a lot of games that probably could have helped it. Like it didn't get stuff like Resident Evil 5. I think Resident Evil 5 probably could have been a bigger help to the Wii U than like Batman. Like it didn't get the certain games that people were maybe looking to get on there, whereas Switch is getting the ports, like the Japanese style games, the RPGs like Ys or like Disgaea, or like even stuff like Doom, and I think stuff like Skyrim is far more instrumental to the Switch and the ports that it's getting than what the Wii U got. So that's a mistake that Nintendo made, was not getting some more of those, or at least trying to secure some of those type of games, especially Japanese support, because the Wii U just had so many Western games at launch, man, and like even throughout to the next year, like it was just Western game after Western game after Western game. It was like no RPGs, no Japanese style games, no Resident Evil outside of Resident Evil Revelations. That was it. I mean, there was just like, okay, come on, like where's like Resident Evil 5, or where's some of those games that came out in like the really good games that came out in like the mid to, or like the late 2000s. Like people were looking for that, you know. So that's why I don't have a problem with stuff like Resident Evil Revelations 2 coming over, which was a 2015 game. You know, it's 2017 now, but I have no problem with that, because that was Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. Those were good for the time that they released. I mean, even though those games that's support from the 2011 or whatever, or something like that. Yeah, the DS, but, and then 2013, yeah, and then they got ported over. But like, I'd rather have those type of games have, I think, more of an impact, in my opinion, than just having Western game after Western game. So I think Nintendo's mixing it up a lot better. That's what I'm trying to get at here with the ports. They're mixing it up a lot better with the type of ports that people want. You know, so like Ys, you know, that Ys is the type of game that never came to the Wii U. We got nothing like Ys on the Wii U. Nothing at all. like I'd see all these Japanese games coming out for the PS4, all these RPGs, and I'm like, Wii U? Like, where's the meme with what's his face, with John Travolta, where he's just kind of like looking around, you know, like Wii U? Any Japanese RPGs for Wii U? I mean, just nothing. But let me get into some of these donations, and let me also hit this replay on this one here. So shout outs to, I'm really feeling it. Shout outs to Jeffrey McGraw with the $1 donation through Patreon. I do appreciate that. Let me know about your friend code and all that. You can put that on Patreon, and I'll be more than happy to add you in. Also, Smesh Replays, who just sponsored, also hit us with a $20 donation through Super Chat and says, I hope Smash comes on that Switch. So let's talk about that just a little bit. Smash on the Switch. Thank you for the topic, Smash Replays, and sorry that it took me a while to get to the donations here, guys. Yeah, Smash, here's the thing. Smash isn't going to come out until there's a good enough amount of systems and to where it's ready. I think they're working on it, but I think that it needs to be ready. There needs to be the right amount of content. It needs to have the right amount of direction, but there needs to be more systems on the market. Just plain and simple. There needs to be more systems in the market. Like Smash Brothers on the 3DS and the Wii U, Smash 4, so let's just say Smash 4 is the greatest selling one of the greatest selling fighting games of all time. It's the top selling Smash Brothers game in terms of units sold. And essentially what's happening here when Smash comes to the Switch, it's going to be that 3DS base and it's going to be that Wii U base or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to need you're going to need a lot of systems on the market. Like you can't drop it now, you know, because if you drop Smash now, you don't have enough systems for what it's going to sell. So you have to wait. To be honest, like first of all, you have to make sure that you get it right. You have to make sure that you add the right amount of content. It needs to be ready. But then also you need to make sure that it has the right amount of systems. There's just, no matter any way you slice it, there's not enough systems on the market for Smash right now. And I'll get to you guys' comments in just a second. I know I haven't looked at the chat in a while. There's just not enough systems. Like we have what? Let's just say at the high end, 14 million. That's not enough. You can't sell systems fast enough. Smash on the Switch is going to be, I think, in my opinion, could be a 15 to 20 million seller. You know, and everyone's not going to buy it day one. Like, if you don't have the systems out, then you're not going to sell it as much as you could. Like, for example, Melee. Melee should have sold way more than, like, the 7-8 million that it sold, you know? But it came out when GameCube, like, after the first year, GameCube only had 5 million units sold. How much more? You can't sell more than what what the system actually has on the market. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sell more than what the system actually has. Now, Melee had long legs. You know what I'm saying? It continued to sell. But Melee should have sold way more. You know what I'm saying? Melee should have sold way more. And that's why Brawl, when Brawl did come out, it got delayed a couple times, but when Brawl came out, Brawl instantly shot up the sales charts and sold a ton, became the best-selling Smash Brothers game because the Wii had the systems to sell it. Smash has always been held back, up until Brawl, Smash has always been held back by the install base on Nintendo systems, you know, and that's the reason why we got Smash on the 3DS. In my opinion, that's the reason why. Nintendo tried to make a fail-safe program, like, okay, well, even if Smash fails on or Smash doesn't sell as much on our home console, at least we got the portable to continue selling a large amount of Smash, and they were right. Nintendo got it right, because Smash on the 3DS sold like 10 million, you know what I'm saying, like almost 10 million copies or something like that, you know, when you include digital. So, and Smash on the Wii U sold like, I think 5 million or so, which is still pretty good, 5-6 million, but once again, you know, Smash on the Wii U should have sold like 10 million. It should have sold like 10, 11 million, in my opinion. It should have sold like, and then it should have sold 10, 11 million, you know? So that's the thing that's the one thing that you just got to realize there. So Smash is going to come, but I don't see Smash till 2019, man. Maybe we get an announcement 2018 and then it comes out 2019, but I don't see it till 2019. I don't see it till we have at least minimum, you know, 40 million consoles. You got to have, like, I'm just going to go off like based on what the Wii was, because the Wii came out in 2006. Smash didn't come out till March 2008. Yeah, I was in college. It was my first year that I went to Fresno State. So yeah, so 2007, yeah, 2008. It came out first half 2008. So I'm thinking they're going to do the, you know, I'm thinking it's going to be 2019, like first half 2019 or something like that, or middle 2019. I don't know, or fall 2019. But they need systems. They need systems out there. So shout outs to Sokar813, who donated $2 through Super Chat. And I'm also going to hit this replay real quick here. Really feeling it. Thank you so much, Roderick Matthew Cloudus, for the $1 donation through Patreon. Let me know about your friend code. Hit me up there on Patreon. Just put a comment and I'll make sure to add you in. Also, Sokar813 donated $2 to Super Chat. Like I said, he said Wii U port. I want to see his Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I've talked about this too a million times. I don't know how long you've been subbed here. I'm pretty sure you might have heard me talk about it. But yeah, I would love to see it too. And guys, if you're gonna, like I said, if you're gonna donate, if you want me to put a music track, I'd be more than happy to put a music track. If you guys want to put something in there, let me know. If you donate, you could put a music track in, or anybody who has. And I'd be more than happy to play something that you guys want to hear. Any video game music, guys. No copyrighted stuff, all right? And nothing with lyrics. Nothing with lyrics. So shout-outs to Matthew and also Sokar. And also we have some subscriptions as well. So shout-outs to Chris Righteous with the amazing name with the subscription. So thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Junior Sonic 1 and Connor Swain as well. Thank you guys so much. Also, Gucci Dolphin over there in the Twitch Nation. Fire Nation over there on Twitch. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. So thank you guys so much for following me. So let's go ahead and we're going to get into some user questions, guys. We're just real quick on Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Let me talk about that just a bit. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, I want to see it. I just don't know if it's going to happen. I don't think it'd be too hard of a port, but I mean, Tokyo Mirage Sessions would be a dope game to bring over to the Switch. Like the battle system in Tokyo Mirage Sessions is very, very good. I know a lot of people didn't like the game or didn't like the theme of it, the idols and singing and all that. But I mean, and there's some type of some sort of like cringy stuff in there if you're not into that. But the gameplay is amazing. Watch my review. I have a review on my channel. Just look up Tokyo Mirage Sessions PE review. I have a review on it. The only reason why that game got an 8 out of 10 from me is because of the gamepad. Because you're constantly doing this like back and forth. Like you're constantly looking back. Like it's just too much. It's just too much looking back and forth. It's just too much. I mean, for some people it's fine. For some people it works. Tokyo Mirage Sessions can be a 10 out of 10 for some people. But for me, I wasn't a fan of like, okay, you get a call on your cell phone or whatever, and you have to look down instead of just being able to just look at the screen. Like, why do I have to look down at my gamepad to look at a message? Like, and then like the map, you have to constantly look down and back. It's just too much back and forth. It just and that's the only reason why I got an 8 out of 10. Without that, it would have been like a 9.5 to 10 out of 10. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. The battle system is superb, very good. It's so good. The battle system is so good. I love it because it's like a momentum based, like it's like all Atlas games, you know, like the Shin Megami Tensei Persona games. You hit them with the weakness and you can capitalize on that, but just the style and like the blending of the Fire Emblem characters in terms of like the mirages and stuff like that is just, it's really good. Now the story and everything, not the best, you know, but like I said, I might dock it a little bit for the story, but outside of that, the battle system is so good. The game is an 8 out of 10 based on the battle system alone, or like a 7 out of 10 based on the battle system just alone. The censorship also was a problem too. If they do bring it over, uncensor it. Like, there's some scenes that just don't make sense. Like, they don't make sense. I'll give you guys one scene. Sorry to get into Tokyo Mirage Sessions, but I have to talk about this. So, like, there's one scene where, I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen this, like, they go to a place and there's like this crazy demented photographer, and you have Tsubasa or whatever, the main girl that's with you, and she gets dressed up in like a bikini outfit, and like the guy is impressed because of how great she looks. But in the US version, it was a bikini in the Japanese version, but in the US version, she's wearing like they call it a street chick outfit. And he's like, "Oh, look at the street chick outfit." And they completely changed the dialogue. They completely changed the tone of it. It's not even about seeing her in a bikini. It's video games. I don't care. My problem is that the complete tone and attitude of the original scene was altered to the point to where it's BS, because we can see there's internet. This isn't like 1992, where you didn't know that Final Fantasy there's been multiple Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy 3 is Final Fantasy 6. This isn't 1992 where there's no internet, and we can't see. We can see what the game is supposed to be on the internet. There's people that are bilingual that post stuff. There's Let's Plays, and you can't, in my opinion, you can't do that in this day and age. You can't censor stuff to that degree. In my opinion, you can't go that far to censor something that far. Like, you can censor stuff. I don't like, you can do some small things here and there, but you can't, like, maybe they could have put her in some booty shorts and like a halter top. Like, you can't go as far as they did to completely alter it. Like, it's just too much. It's way too much. So I docked it for censorship too because of that. And there's also other parts, like with the manager, where she's like, she used to be a really good model, but she's older now. But like, they looked at her book to where like she was like modeling in her younger days, and she was in skimpy outfits. She's a model. That's what models do, and she's all covered up. It's like they completely changed the tone of the thing. So like, and it's BS. Like, when you see it, it's not what it's supposed to be. So yeah, that game had to get docked. It got docked a point for censorship, and it got docked a point for the gamepad. So it got an 8 out of 10 by me. But anyway, that's my rant. Thank you for the donation. That's my rant on Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I would love a Switch port. Shout outs to Kevin is it Hosen for the $2 donation via Patreon. So I'm really feeling that. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the pledges, guys. I do appreciate that. Patreon, all that really does help. So thank you. Also, Josh Teixeira. Probably said that wrong. Josh T. Thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate that. Okay, so I haven't been looking at the chat. Let me go ahead and let me get you guys' comments and everything like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'm glad that was on mute, because I actually had the video playing on one of my other things, so it could have produced an echo, and I wasn't looking at the chat. So thankfully it was on mute. Thankfully it was on mute. So. Okay, so let's get some questions in, guys. I'll answer questions for a good amount of time, so let them rip. Obviously, there's a lot of people in here. If you donate, obviously your question will be highlighted. Make sure you, if you do donate, make sure you ask a question. Make sure you ask a question so I can answer it. Um, um, let's see here. Let me try to boo censorship. Yeah, censorship is bad. Nothing worse than censorship that went through Fire Emblem Fates. It's worse. Tokyo Mirage Sessions is worse than Fire Emblem Fates. Tokyo Mirage Sessions is horrible censorship. I mean, Fire Emblem Fates is pretty bad, but Tokyo Mirage Sessions is dreadful. Um, so let's see here. You guys, okay, so Pepper Oni says, "Yo, OJ, what do you think about a surprise announcement on a main direct about Dragon Quest 11 for the Switch?" That could just be one of the trailers. Maybe it's just like a 3-minute video. Like, for example, like, you guys remember what Valkyria Chronicles 4, when that was announced for Switch and the PS4? Like a developer video, behind the scenes, and then you just kind of put the information out there. Like, I think it could be that. It doesn't need to be like a direct, like, because the problem that I'm starting to have with these directs is that people get themselves, excuse me, way too hyped up for these type of things. So I think that since the game is already out, people have already played it. I've seen people who speak English, who can't speak Japanese, play the game. I think that maybe it's more of just a trailer talking about the Western release. Shout outs to Sean Sweeney with the $5 donation, who's already an elite ninja here in the village. So thank you so much, Sean. And he says, "We need a Star Fox Zero port. Get that split screen action for co-op." Yeah, I think a Star Fox Zero port that fixes the controls would be great. You can play, because obviously you won't have the gamepad, so you can't play it like, like it would be. But so yeah, I think a Star Fox Zero port that actually like fixes the controls and gets some co-op in there. Yeah, that'd be fine. I'd be okay with that. It wouldn't be like my #1 game, but it kind of tells you how many games Nintendo actually put out on the Wii U. Because if you look at all of their back catalog of first-party games, there are a ton of games that they can still put out. I mean, we just talked about Tokyo Mirage Sessions. There's Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. You also have Star Fox Zero. I mean, what else is there? There's a number of games that they can put out on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, they can even put like Zelda Twilight Princess HD. They can put Wind Waker on there. They can put a Super Mario 3D World on there. They can put there's just a number of games. Mario Maker. Og says Mario Maker. There's so many Wii U games that they can put on there. The problem is that they're just really spaced out over the course of the 3 to 4 year life of the Wii U. They were just so spaced out. They're already putting Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2 on there. So we'll see about other stuff. What was it? Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame could come to the Nintendo Switch. That's another game. There's just so many games, man. There's so many games. Rigo Lemma says, PlayerEssence, how likely do you think we will see a port of Fire Emblem Awakening, maybe a remake even? I don't think that's likely right now. Maybe later down the line, but I think that they're going to try to move on in a new direction with Fire Emblem. I think they're really just going to try to make it a new one. If they were going to port a Fire Emblem to the Switch, I think it would have been Echoes, but they didn't do Echoes, so I think that they're just going to, kind of go with the new one. One thing that we do know is that porting from the Nintendo 3DS to the Nintendo Switch, or even to the Wii U, is difficult. It's not something that's easy to do. Although, ARM CPUs with the 3DS, but I just don't think it's going to happen. You'd have to redo way too much. If the game's not already in HD, I think Nintendo's more willing to just, redo the games once they're in HD. Now, we do have 500 people plus watching. Let's see if we can get the 400 likes. That would be dope if we can get the 400 likes. I think we're already trending on the page, so that's good. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate that. So definitely plan on doing more of these live streams for you guys as well. So yeah. Let's see here. Got somebody. Can we not spam, my guy? Wish they would hurry up with the VC and online play. It's one of those things where they need to get it right. I mean, I think it's better just to launch it when it's ready than to launch it before it's ready. So once they launch the online play, because they're going to be charging for this stuff. I mean, the last thing you want is them to launch it and then it's not right. It's not good. I mean, they hurried up with the VC and online play with the Wii U, and look how that turned out. They rushed the 3DS and the online play on here, and look how that turned out. So, just be patient. Let them get it right. Let them get it right. Let them get it to the point to where it's good. And in the meantime, just play VC games on, if you have an emulator, or if you have 3DS, or if you have Wii U or Wii, just play VC games on there in the meantime. I know it's better portably. Obviously, it'd be better to have it on the TV and portably, but just relax. I mean, it's not like they're new games; they're old games. So, and they're really old games that we've already bought before, by the way. That we've already bought multiple times. I've bought Super Mario Bros. 3 like on like 4 different systems now, like the Wii, well, the original NES. I bought it on the Game Boy Advance. I bought it on the 3DS. I bought it on the Wii. Bought it on the Wii U. I bought how many times can I buy Super Mario Bros. 3? But anyway, um, Ritish Solkani, and I probably said that wrong, says thank you for your frequent updates. No problem, man. This is what I do. I'm here, like I said. I don't work for YouTube. I work for you guys. I work for you guys. I work for myself. I work for my family, and I work for my community to make something of myself. So yeah, I work as hard as I can for you guys, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm old. I'm an adult, so it's all about work now, right? It's all about work. It's all about work, work, work. So that's what I do, and I'm glad you guys are being here. If I didn't have 500 something people watching now, and you guys over 1,000 people, thousands of people watching my videos, there'd be, I'd be doing some sales job or working at the gym, working night shifts at the gym, doing personal training and just having just the normal even keel life. This is much more interesting to have a community. So thank you for being here. So let me see. I know you guys have been asking a lot of questions. I'm sorry. Let me see here. DJ Deception says, OJ, regarding the president of Nintendo said, do you ever see Nintendo creating a M-rated IP if they wanted to attract a larger audience? I don't think an M-rated IP attracts a larger audience for the most part. I don't think it's easy. I don't think it's, some people do, like Call of Duty or stuff like that, but Call of Duty attracts kids, you know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily think that it's necessarily like an M-rated IP that attracts audiences, because Nintendo had M-rated IPs on the N64. They had like Conker's Bad Fur Day. They had a GoldenEye's M-rated, right? Or is it teen-rated? Whatever. Either way, like it's shooting people, it's shooting and killing people, Perfect Dark, same thing. So I don't think that really does anything. I think great games attract people. So I don't think Nintendo needs to create an M-rated IP in order to attract a large amount of people. They just need to sell the system and get M-rated IPs on the system, and that will attract a large amount of people. If you want an M-rated IP, play Dark Souls on the Switch, I don't think Nintendo needs to create one, especially if they're not good at creating one, or if they have no ideas, or if they don't want to. You need to be passionate about something. If Nintendo doesn't want to create an M-rated IP, then don't push them to create an M-rated IP if they don't want to. You need to do what you want. That's one thing that I've learned when it comes to game development. When developers do what they want, they'll have a better way. And if none of Nintendo's developers want to create an M-rated IP, then they don't need to create an M-rated IP. There's plenty of other developers that can create an M-rated IP. So buy those on the Switch, buy the third-party support that comes. So yeah, I don't think it's really relevant to one or another. But I think people talk about Fatal Frame. Isn't that M-rated or it's something like that? So it's, Fatal Frame. That's one of the things that Nintendo owns, Fatal Frame. So yeah, or they have partial ownership of Fatal Frame. So that's M-rated. They can do that. Shout outs to, man, how do you say this name? I'm just going to call you A. Fernandez. A. Fernandez with the $5 donation through Super Chat. I appreciate the rupees, homie. I do appreciate the rupees. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You had no comment, though. So yeah, no comment. But yeah, thank you for the $5 donation, or $5 rupee donation. So thank you, man. I should probably put a rupee sound instead of a dun, 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 dun for that. Yeah, so I'll change that to a rupee sound next time, guys. But if you guys haven't seen that, what was that called? It's called like Link Rupees. I forgot what it was called, what that little infograph was. Like this, I'll play it again. Like, where like this little, somebody made a comic about this right here. Where, I forgot what it was called though. It was a couple years ago. Where Link, I forgot the name, but it was so funny. It's like a little short, basically, and like Link just does funny things. But anyway, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Let's see here. You guys are funny. Beautiful Joe would be great. Absolutely. I still have Beautiful Joe on the GameCube, man. I still play that every now and then. So yeah, Beautiful Joe would be really good. Do appreciate that. Strange Love with the $1 donation says, we need a port of Persona 5, my man. Maybe then I'd actually finish it. And I literally laughed out loud when he said that. That wasn't me just copying his LOL. He said LOL. I actually laughed because that was funny. Yeah, man. Yeah, Persona is not a good console game. I don't care what anybody says. Like, look, I'm not trying to say that it should come over, but it's just play Persona 4 on the PS2, then play Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita. I think everyone can sit there and say Persona 4 Golden, even if you strip away the new content. Strip away the new content. Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita is a more enjoyable experience because of the style of the game. It's just not a game to where you need to be docked up to a TV and be looking at it all the time. I mean, it's too boring. It's there's not enough action like gameplay for it to be like it's not like Horizon Zero Dawn, or it's not like, you know, like Uncharted, you know, or a game like that. You know, like the graphics aren't that good. The graphics are great, but the game's on PS3 and almost looks literally identical. So it's not a game that needs to be on a 4K display and have like action sequences to where you're putting in inputs and stuff like that. It's a game where you press the X button. That's what Persona is about. It's a game where you press the X button. Sometimes you press the circle. You might press a couple other buttons, but it's literally a game where you move the analog stick and you press the X button. It's just not a great fit on PS4. It's just my opinion. It'd just be a much better. It's a game to where you can just relax and play. You know, fuse your demons, fight your bosses. You know, relax, lie down, man. That's the type of game. It's chill. It's a chill game. It's action, but it's chill at the same time. You know, obviously the battle system, but it's super turn based. It's like super turn based. It's like you can take as much time as you want turn based. It's not ATB like Chrono Trigger, but Chrono Trigger you can switch to normal turn based, but it's not like ATB, you know, or even like Final Fantasy 13 type, you know, to where you have like ATB bars that fill up, so you need to kind of use them so you can fill them up so where the battle progresses. It's not like that at all. It's just super old school turn based. Yeah, it needs one, but guy, you have to remember Strangelove, my guy, Strangelove. There is a contract, a deal with Sony, my man. We don't know the details of that deal. So what can you do? You know, what can you do? Could you win the game by just pressing the X? Well, yeah, you just move and you pick the attack that you want, and then you just press the X button. I mean, you have to move around. I mean, sometimes you have to but I mean, really, you just move and then you press the X. You know. We already know that Nintendo's hinted that Nintendo of Europe has hinted that Pokemon is launching in 2018. That's not anything new, T-dude. That's not anything new. It's a rumor. We don't know. We need to wait and see. I've already covered enough rumors here. I'll talk about it maybe on a PE news video. So go ahead and give me some more questions, guys, and or if you have any comments, let me know. The Nintendo Jedi says, PlayerEssence question: do you think game maker games like Undertale and Hotline Miami will come to the Switch? Yes, I do think that. I'm trying to look at this deleted message. Oh no, don't get me wrong. If somebody curses, let's just try not to use the F word, guys. You can use other curse words, but not the F word. Just I mean, I don't know if we got kids in the chat and stuff like that here. So Golden Oracle 64 says Persona he says Persona 5, is it PE5? I think he's talking about Persona. Yeah, Persona 5 is still, yeah, no, don't get me wrong, dude. No, don't get me wrong. Persona 5 is dope. Persona 5 is great. It is a 90+ rated game. It's good. I beat it. I put over 80 hours into it. Don't get me wrong, it is great. But when I have to lie down, on the ground and play the game like this, that's when you know you need a portable version. I would even take a PS Vita portable, like a PS Vita version of the game. You know, I would take a PS Vita version of the game over the PS4 version. Like, I actually did do that for a while. For about 30 hours of my 80 hours plus that I put into the game was portably on my PS Vita through remote play. But remote play is remote trash. Remote play. Because remember, Persona 5 came out after the Switch launched. Remote play is trash compared to the Switch. God, it's horrible. Depending on the walls in your house, depending on your network, what type of router you got. I mean, I got good equipment, but Persona 5 on remote play is trash. You got that thing. It's like if I went into my living room, it would scale down to like 360p, dude. I'm like, it would get blurry. I'm over here with Joker. I got the music, din, 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 all of a sudden blur. I'm like, why is it getting blurry? Then all of a sudden it would get like clean, and I'm like, okay, better, I'd be walking towards my room to look at my PS4. As I walk towards the room, the resolution gets better and better and better. I know that's not for everybody with remote play, and I like I swear I tuned everything right. I have a good router, I have good internet, but remote play is trash compared to the Switch. It just didn't work, so I had to stop. I sold my because like that's the only reason why I bought another PS Vita. Did I say PSP? I meant PS Vita. Remote play with my PS Vita. I bought an ice blue PS Vita just to remote play for Persona 5, so I can relax and play, and it was fine for a while until it started getting blurry. Like it even got down to like 160p. Man, it was just like what? Y'all thought Doom was blurry. Remote play on the PS Vita it's trash, man. It's so trash. It's trash. Transferring. Remote play. This is a remote trash. I could have just like, where you going with that PS Vita? I'm like, I'm taking it out to the trash. That's what I'm doing. Taking it out to the trash, man. Let's see. Benjamin S says, or wait, G5 Mob Gang. Shout outs to the Elite Ninja G5. Says, do you think we should get zombie port? Probably not gonna get that. Let me try to rapid fire through some of these questions, guys. Players, which game are you hyped for more? Bayonetta 1 and 2, Donkey Kong, Hyrule Warriors, Dark Souls, or Kirby? Probably Kirby the most, then followed by Bayonetta 1 and 2. Just because I've already played Bayonetta 1 and 2, so Kirby's going to be above it since Kirby's a new game. But then Bayonetta after that, and then probably like Donkey Kong because I can stream Donkey Kong. Then like Hyrule Warriors and Dark Souls are pretty much tied. But like Dark Souls, I mean they're all close. It's not like I'm so much more hyped for like Donkey Kong over Dark Souls or anything. It's all really close. So yeah. T-Dude says Konami should bring a new Castlevania game first on the Switch. Maybe they do. We'll have to wait and see. Is it Willem Jones says online is deader than dead. For what game are you talking about? Oh, he's talking to someone else, so I don't know what you're talking about. Kelsey Perez says PS Vita was an amazing system, but it wasn't supported by PlayStation. PS Vita is an amazing system. It's a great system. Even if you pick one up today, it's still very good. Oh, and shout outs to NX Revolution with the $5 donation. He says pre-order Dragon Quest Builders. The demo feels really good, like they really cared about it, unlike Heroes 1 and 2. Also, what did I miss? Just got here. Yikes, you got here 5 minutes ago. You missed everything. You're probably going to have to watch the replay, NX Revolution. The replay will be up tonight, probably in about 7 or 8 p.m. my time. You know, so that's about 4, 5, 6. That's about 3 hours or so from now. 3.5 hours. Catch the replay because you missed a ton of stuff. So yeah. And I can't go over everything that I talked about. So yeah, you missed a lot. But thank you so much for the $5 donation to NX Revolution. Everyone get some shout outs to NX Revolution for the $5 donation. I do appreciate that, homie. Do you think we'll get Kingdom Hearts on the Switch? Yes, I think we'll get Kingdom Hearts. I just don't know which Kingdom Hearts we'll get. Raymond Ortiz, it depends on your my internet connection's good and it was still trash. Pepperoni says, OJ, for the collectors out there or people who like to just have the physical copies, do you think Limited Run Games is going to a lot of releases for the Switch? They are making Runner for sale Friday. Yeah, they're going to have a lot. Apparently, according to the first, the newest game that they announced, which was like Saturday Morning RPG, it had like a 005 on there. So that means that there's 4 more games that they're going to be releasing for Limited Run Games. So yeah, I think we're going to get a lot more. Riku EXV says, hi OJ, what up Riku? Where is Luigi's Mansion? I think we might see that from Next Level Games, but we have to wait on that. Zubin Jacob says, what do you think Nintendo needs to do to improve the UI for the Switch? The UI is fine. They just need to add features to it. J2 Blue says, hey OJ, do you think your 4-Night Princess training story is coming to the West? I thought that was already confirmed for the West, if I'm pretty sure. So I thought that was already confirmed. Brian Christian says, yes, we definitely need a new Mario Strikers. Absolutely, a new Mario Strikers would be good. There's a new Mario Tennis, so I think a new Mario Strikers would be good. Benjamin S says, never mind. Gosh, your reviews are so weird. You make Persona 5 sound like trash, but say it's great. You're saying you're throwing away your PS Vita, but then say it's great. Well, you're mixing up. I think you're not understanding what I'm saying, Nick. I didn't say Persona 5 is trash. I said Persona 5 is amazing. I said that Persona 5 is not. It's not the best played on a TV, that it would be better to be played on a portable system. I think that it's a portable game in nature due to how it operates. Like I said, and I compared Persona 4 Golden compared to Persona 4 on the PS2. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tried to make the comparison of. Like, if they made a Persona 5 Golden and you could play, let's just say even the PS Vita, natively running on the PS Vita, not remote play. I said remote play is trash, not the game. Remote play is trash. It's a nice feature, but it's trash. What I was trying to say is that if the game was just natively running on the PS Vita, so let's just say they made a Persona 5, let's just say the game came out for PS Vita, PS3, and PS4. I would have bought the PS Vita version of the game. I would have easily bought the PS Vita version of the game so I can play it comfortably. If they make a Persona 5 on the Switch, that would be the ultimate, because you can play it just like the PlayStation 4 or PS3, and then you can also play it like the PS Vita. You know what I'm saying? Because I played Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita. I played it on the PS2 first, and I thought, I was like, it was okay. Didn't beat it. Played it on the PS Vita, beat it. You know what I'm saying? Because of the style of game. Relax, lie down, beat the game. You know, so that's what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to just say that it's just a better portably played game. I mean, you've played games that are better on portable than console, right? I mean, there's games that are just played better on portably than on console. Like, you know, it's not anything new. You know, not trying to say that the game's trash. The game is good. I haven't said a bad thing about Persona yet. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the actual game, I haven't said a single bad thing about it. In this live stream, at least, I don't really have much bad to say about it. I'm not trying to say the game is trash. You got to understand what I'm trying to say. Like, it's gonna, you know, just a little bit of comprehension. I haven't said the game is trash at all. You know what I'm saying? I said remote play is trash. Playing the game via remote play is trash. And I said the game's not the best PlayStation 4 game. You know what I'm saying? Or the best PS3 game. I think it'd be better played portably. I mean, let's just take another example. Legend of Heroes. A lot of people in Japan really like Legend of Heroes played portably. They came out with the game. It came out on PS4. Like the last last Legend of Heroes game came out on PS Vita and PS3. Sold over, I think, 80 something thousand copies in Japan on the PS Vita, and then a little bit less than that on the PS3. The PS4 game comes out and it sells like 80 something thousand copies on the PS4, and they didn't make up those sales. Oh, maybe because people like playing Legend of Heroes portably. Maybe because it's a good game to play portably. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't make up those sales. People didn't rush out to go buy PS4s and Legend of Heroes, you know what I'm saying, on the PS4. They want to play the game portably. So there's just some games that people rather just play, especially a turn-based RPG. I mean, what's the point of being docked up to a TV all day? I mean, if you're just pressing the X button, you know, or if you're just pressing one button, nah, man, gotta have it to where you can relax and play. Especially for people who have bad. I mean, my back isn't the best, and my knees aren't the best, and I rather like lying down alleviates pressure on my back and my knees, because I played football for 15 years, so I don't have the best, you know, knees and my back. So yeah, you know. So yeah, it's just nicer for those people, you know. Let's see here. Press X type. It is a press X type of game. It is. I mean, it's literally press. Not like I said, it's a good game. It's just you know. Well, I mean, obviously, you know, he hasn't been right on many things. So, I mean, obviously, portability matters extremely. I mean, extremely. I mean, even Persona 4 Golden outsold Persona 4 on the PS4. Persona 4 Golden sold more than, or sorry, Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita sold more than Persona 4 on the PS2. And look at the install base difference, guys. I think that kind of shows you that people like to play the game portably. If PS Vita, one of the worst selling main systems of all time, can outsell the best selling system of all, or even sell on par as the best selling system of all time, you know, like, come on, guys, let's just be real here. The fact that Persona 4 Golden beat or came near Persona 4 on the PS2 shows you that it's a better portable game. The PS2 is the best-selling system of all time. All time. And Persona 4 Golden actually sold near it or better. It's a better portable game. Anyway. Troll Knight, Vroom, and WWE. Yeah, those are great games. Nick, okay, you guys have to re-ask questions then. If you have a question, re-ask it, because there's way too many people here. And if we can get, let's get 3 more likes, guys. We're almost at 400. Let's go ahead and hit that like button while you're at it. Nick Wilson says, "Can you see EA bringing any Plants vs Zombies games to the Switch?" Yeah, I think eventually they might bring a Plants vs Zombies. We just have to wait and see if EA is going to be ridiculous or not. Benjamin S says, that's too bad because I love over. Okay, you guys are talking about other things. Controversial opinion. I think Sonic Mania is overrated. Okay, well, let's not get into that. So, oh god. You guys have any more questions? Thank you for the likes, guys. Do appreciate that. Hit 417. I'm gonna go for a bit more. I kind of wanna do this for a bit more, guys. I wanna go for at least till 4:30 if I can. Unless, I mean, so you guys have to see if we can get some more questions in. See if we can get 450 likes. This will easily be one of my most liked videos. Dead Space trilogy on the Switch. Yeah, I don't think EA is gonna bring back Dead Space. They got rid of the studio that makes them, didn't they? So yeah, I don't know. Have you played The Escapist 2 yet? I have a review code for it. I really need to play it. OJ, what do you think about BioShock Collection for the Switch? That'd be nice. I've only beaten BioShock Infinite. I haven't beaten BioShock 1 or 2, but I've played both of them. No, I've played BioShock 1. I haven't played BioShock 2. I've beaten BioShock Infinite. I like BioShock Infinite. It's a good game. DJ Revista, a.k.a. The Witch Doctor. OJ, do you think EA could or would bring Sims 4? No, I don't think so. Shout outs to Alex Davia with a $2 donation through Super Chat. And he says, feelings on Faye. I think it's called Faye. Should we support EA on this? I'm not going to tell you guys what to support or not. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy when it comes to Faye, because Faye has nothing to do with Battlefront, or Battle whatever, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I did say, I'm not going to support that game. I don't know if you guys should because of the practices. I'm not going to do that to indie developers though. I don't want to do that to them. So I'll say this: when it comes to Faye or FE, whatever, if you think the game looks good, support it. I don't think the independent developers should be punished because of EA's things. So I can't condemn Faye, but EA can screw off. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could understand I wish I knew what the money balance was for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much does EA get? How much does Zoink? I think Zoink is developing this. How much does Zoink get? That's what I want to know, is how much does EA get? How much does Zoink get? If I knew that, like, if EA gets a large cut of this, then I mean, I definitely don't want to buy it. But if Zoink gets the majority of the money, then I would buy it to support them. But like I said, that's just me. If you guys want to support it, go out there and buy the game. I don't think Zoink should be punished for what EA's done though. I honestly don't think that. But that's just my opinion. I think it's Zoink. Like, if it's not Zoink, I'm sorry for the developers of this game. It looks like a cool game, guys. It looks good. But I don't think we should punish them. I don't think that's wrong, because they're an independent studio. Like, after this contract is up, it's not like they're not owned by EA. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's right. But I'm not gonna buy the game. But I wish I knew the breakdown. EA is getting 95%, knowing them. I know they're getting the whole thing. B Don says, OJ, do you think we'll get ports of Final Fantasy 7 and 9 like the PS4 got? I'd love 8 too, but I don't think there's enough love for them to port 8. Well, all those wouldn't be too hard of ports. Those are all on PC and not the most graphically demanding and things like that. So I mean, I think those are all possible on the Switch. Just like Square Enix just emptying out their backlog of games. So yeah, I think those are all possible. Kelsey Perez says, what do you think of Guacamelee on the Switch? I think that'd be cool. Sokar, Fire Blast Bow. OJ noticed me. I noticed you finally. Nick Figures. What do you think? What do you think Sega's announcement is? I have a video talking about Sega's announcement. I have one video that I've already uploaded, so make sure you guys check out my videos for the day. I know some of you guys have been missing them because the view counts haven't been as high as I think they should be. I think we should be getting at least 7,000 views per video. And I think that YouTube isn't necessarily putting, all of the, you guys aren't getting notifications like sent to your phones and stuff. So just make sure you check out my page every time and make sure you check out all my videos because you'll know everything for the day. Like when it comes to Nintendo Japanese news, you'll know everything. You'll know all my thoughts. But I know you guys are just trying to ask some questions now. But I have one video that I've already talked about when it comes to Sega's announcement. And then I have another video that's going to be up in about an hour from now. So there'll be a video up at 5 p.m. my time talking about the Sega announcement where they're teasing another thing. So look forward to that. But I don't know what they're going to announce. I mean, people are looking at the 2-point or whatever. And they made like Theme Hospital. So some people are saying it's going to be like a sequel to Theme Hospital or something like that. But yeah, who knows what they're gonna do? I have no clue what they're gonna do. So we'll see. We'll see what goes down, man. I'm hoping for Skies of Arcadia too. That would be like the ultimate. But who knows? Who knows what will happen? OJ, what about Metroid Prime HD Trilogy this year? Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, I think it would be pretty cool. But I mean, how many times can we rebuy Metroid Prime? You know what I'm saying? Like I've already bought the game multiple times, but. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It came to Virtual Console last time, or like a Wii download, so maybe they do it again. So we'll have to wait and see. Question: do you think we'll be getting Bayonetta Special Edition in the NA? Maybe. Last time we didn't get it, so we'll have to wait and see. I think it's 50-50 right now. Robert Reed says Hyrule Warriors is set to come out on March 22nd in the Japanese eShop. Do you think it will come out for us around the same time? Yeah, I think it'll be around the same time. OJ, what's your prediction about the Thursday Nintendo thing? That's a rumor. And if I did have a prediction, it would be that it's just going to be a couple short trailers or videos or things like Valkyria Chronicles 4, like a developer interview talking about the game and stuff like that. Something along that lines, which I'm completely fine with that because people don't get all crazy hyped up for stuff like that, then start getting all angry, making angry videos about a direct that was actually really good. That direct was actually, when you go back and look at all the announcements, that direct was actually really good. It was 15 minutes of pure games in a stylistic format. They went back to back. It was announced a bunch of different games. That direct was good. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you want. You want third party support. So yeah, man. Let me see. Shout outs to Missed Memento, donated $2 to Super Chat. It says, shout out from Dracord. We support you. Dracord? What is Dracord? Draccord? Dracord? Discord? What is that? Missed Memento, if you can tell me what that is in the chat, I'd like to know. But yeah, thank you, man. I do appreciate that, Missed Memento. I haven't seen your name too much, so I know maybe you don't make it out to too many of the live streams, but thank you. I do appreciate the donation. I'm really feeling. Let me get you a really feeling it emoji. And to everyone who donates, thank you. I'm really feeling the donations, guys. I appreciate that. It really helps out the channel. Hype on the OJ, hype on it. OJ confirms that hop on the hype train. Choo choo. Oh my God, I have an amazing question. Go ahead and answer. Go ahead and ask it. Golden Oracle. OJ, yep. OJ, that direct was great. Really, it was a good direct. It wasn't a bad direct at all. For a mini, it was good. Please tell me what happened with YouTube a couple days ago. Catastrophic incident. There was a guy named Logan Paul who went to a suicide forest and happened to run into a suicide victim. And he went up to them and filmed the person's face. He blurred out their face, but filmed them and made jokes afterwards. And that is a violation of YouTube's policies. So that's what happened. And he got his Google ad preferred program or ad preferred spot cut. And he got all of his YouTube Red shows put on hold. So he's losing a lot of money. Millions, actually. Nintendo Happy says, can we get Fallout 4 and the Elder Scrolls Online? Elder Scrolls? I think that's what you meant to say. Or the Older Scrolls Online or Elder Scrolls Online, something like that. That'd be nice. Fallout 4 would be nice. I've already bought Fallout 4 twice. I bought it on the Xbox One and I bought it on the PC. If it came out to Switch, I'd probably buy it again. It doesn't matter if they were just ports. I mean, they were still good games. It doesn't matter if Mario Tennis was the only... There doesn't need to be new announcements every single mini direct. It wasn't an E3. Heck, E3, Nintendo came with one game, Zelda, and we already knew about that game. And everyone said that Nintendo had a great E3 that year. That was one game. This was a mini direct for one day 15 minutes and showed off a bunch of new games. It doesn't matter if they're ports. They've never been on a Nintendo system before. We didn't get Ease. Ease is still a new game. It's not old. It came out at the end of last year for the PlayStation 4. People are calling it's an old port. No, it's not. It just came out. Like Dark Souls Remastered. That game runs like garbage on the Xbox 360 and PS3. It's going to be remastered. It's going to play a lot better. It's going to look a lot better. And Nintendo fans have never gotten Dark Souls. Don't act like everyone's played the game, because they haven't. And if you have played the game on the Xbox 360, you'll know what I'm talking about. It doesn't run very good. The frame rate is worse than Demon Souls on the PS3. So it doesn't run very good. It doesn't look that great. There's nothing wrong with having that. That is essentially a new game for many, many, many Nintendo fans out there. We didn't get it on the Wii U. Like I said, Ys SNK Heroines, that's a brand new game. There's nothing wrong with having a Nintendo Direct and having third-party support. Like, there's nothing wrong with showing off cool third-party games at a Nintendo Direct. Those are still games that you can play. It was a great Direct. Who cares if there wasn't a million different first-party games announced? It's a Nintendo Direct Mini. It's not the biggest presentation in the world. It's Nintendo Direct Mini. I don't know, like, some people, their brains can't tell the difference between what mini stands for. Mini does not mean all out, huge, humongous. We're going to get announced everything in one Direct. It's Nintendo Direct Mini. Okay? Mini. Mini. All right? And like I said, Ys is still a great game that's coming over. That just came out recently. So we still got new announcements from SNK. That was a brand new game. There's nothing. Let's have some variety. It doesn't need to be first-party Nintendo games every single time at these Directs. See, and like that's the thing that I want to say, because I don't. People complain about third-party support, and then when we get good third-party support, people complain, give us more first-party. It's like, relax. There's going to be first-party. There's going to be third-party. There's going to be a mix. Just chill, relax. The Nintendo Direct Mini was great. For 15 minutes, went through a ton of different games. It was great. If you were expecting some type of, after seeing Nintendo Direct Mini and you were expecting them to announce like Smash Bros and Animal Crossing and all of that, then that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? That's your fault. That's not Nintendo's fault. It was a good Direct. Overall, it was a good Direct. It was not bad. I don't see Microsoft or Sony doing any of that. I see Sony continuing to announce like the same games at E3 every single time, and then third parties just announcing their games. And then they have PlayStation Experience, which it's like a million VR games. You know what I'm saying? So Nintendo does something unique and interesting and announces a bunch of good third-party games, which everyone complained about, by the way. Everyone ripped Nintendo in shreds for not having third-party games. And I guarantee you, if SNK wasn't announced for the Switch, now this isn't necessarily the most sound argument at all, okay? But based on previous history, I can guarantee you, if SNK Heroines, if Dark Souls, if Payday 2, if all these games weren't coming to Switch, people would be throwing a hissy fit, okay? Just like they did on Wii U, people would be throwing a hissy fit and saying, why don't we get these? Why don't we get these announced at Nintendo Directs? Why don't we get more third party at Nintendo Directs? Why don't we get this at Nintendo Directs? Because that's what everyone was doing with the Wii U whenever they had a Direct. Yeah, that's great, first party games, but where's the third party at? You know, so it would be the same thing. I can guarantee you guys, because that's what I saw with the Wii U. I saw it all the time. So I'm fine with great third-party games, and the big thing that I wanted was more Japanese support from third-party developers, and we're getting that. SNK, Dark Souls, Ys, that's great support from third-party Japanese developers. So, and we got that. So, in my opinion, it was a good Direct. If you were expecting Smash Brothers, well, that's your fault. Matt Rothard Teese donated $5 and says, we need to get OJ Twitch followers so I can give him my Twitch Prime sub. Here's $5 anyway. I know you love Faye, so which Fire, I thought you meant Fire Emblem. Okay, Fire Emblem. So which is it FE? And that one looks like it's RE. Huh. That's weird. I'm trying to read your question here better. Because it says, I know you love FE, so I'm thinking you're talking about Fire Emblem. So which, and then this one looks like it says RE. Which, I think you meant FE. Which FE game, or which FE, your fave games in the series? I hope the next one doesn't have children's system, since I feel like the roster gets huge with the kids. Yeah, I can talk about this just a little bit. Thank you for the donation. And yeah, definitely, I want to get my Twitch follows up. And right on cue, Gotch also hit me up with the follow on Twitch, so thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Welcome to the Fire Nation. Build it up strong. But yeah, Matt, I think that my favorite one, I think I've said multiple times that my favorite Fire Emblem game is Fire Emblem Awakening. That's my favorite one. I love Awakening. I think Awakening was the beginning of like the new direction for them. I don't mind kids. If you don't want kids, then don't have kids. Don't have or don't use them. You know, I don't think having more people is bad. Just don't use them if you don't want to use. Like a lot of the kids, you don't have to use. It's not like they have certain things that like you have to use them. I mean, there's certain quests that they go on, you know, that will pop up, you know, but it's not you don't even have to recruit the kids, you know what I'm saying? Or you can just let them get killed. I mean, if you really want to go like be evil, you can just let them die, because like a lot of times like they're trapped, you know, and like you have to go save them before they die, you know, and yeah. So for me, it's not a big deal. And I like the kid system though. I'm a big fan of the kid. I thought it was really innovative to where you can pair units up. Although they've done that before. I think like Genealogy of the Holy War did that, to where like you can pair them up in like the book 1 or whatever, and then like book 2 or part 2, like you actually play as the kids. So something like that. So yeah, but I do like the kids. I do like having the kids in there. But yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. Like sometimes there's just so many characters, and it's like hard to get everyone in the action. So I mean, I can see where you're coming from, especially if like one of the like the kids suck. You're just like, you know, just this useless character. But yeah, man, I see what you're saying. Let's see. Let me try to go through all these questions here, man. Og says, "Do you have a certain amount of subs you want to hit by the end of 2018?" Yeah. I mean, I would like to be no less than like I would like to hit 60,000 by the end of 2018. I think it's always good like to double, you know, like whatever subs that you have, see if you can double or triple your subs. Obviously, I don't think I'm gonna triple my subs, but doubling would be good. So yeah, I'd probably say like hopefully I can have like around 60,000 or so by the end of 2018. Shout outs to Rocket Man 666 with the follow over there on the Twitch Nation. Twitch, the Fire Nation over there on Twitch. Thank you so much. Do appreciate that, homie. Please build it up strong. You and Gotch, you guys can build up that Fire Nation strong. Build up the Twitch Nation there. Fire Nation. Hopefully, we can get to 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 followers on Twitch this year. Phantasy Star 3 has a multi-generation story. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, definitely. Dying kids. Switch needs Switch need proper games. I don't. What does that mean? What does that mean? You deserve at least more than Logan Paul. No, I don't think I deserve more than Logan Paul. You get what you deserve. I mean, you know, to be one of those things, you know, Logan Paul earned his fan base because he worked for his fan base. Whether you like what he does or not, he still worked for his fan base. I have not worked for you guys enough to deserve 15 million subscribers. That's what I can say is a fact. I don't think I've worked enough. I need to work a lot harder to get 15 million subscribers. Heck, I mean, to even get 100,000 subscribers, I need to work a lot harder than I've been working. Like, it needs to be consistent. Like, I need to show consistency all year long, you know, at this rate, which I've never done on YouTube. Like, so no, I think I'm humble enough to where I'm going to sit here and say absolutely not. I think Logan's earned his fan base because people subscribe. Even if it's stupid, he's still earned it, you know? So I'm not going to sit here and take his shine, you know? But what he did was ridiculous. Obviously, I don't agree with what he did, and I do feel that his channel should be deleted. But outside of that, outside of what he did, I feel that he earned his fan base. Yes, it's not, you know, the most great content. I don't think it's great content, to be honest. I think his content is kind of trash, but he's earned it because he has it. You know, you earn everything. It wasn't necessarily given to him. He still had to put up videos, whether people like it or not. You know, so it's kind of how it is, man. Yeah, I mean, but sometimes you got to know how to work the algorithm, though. I mean, working the algorithm is part of it. Knowing the business is part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some people who can work the algorithm and work the business, you know, better than other people. And the people who learn to work the algorithm, that's part of work. That's part of you understanding. That's researching. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I've been doing better. You know, at least for me, you know, is working the algorithm a little bit better. Doing better SEO. Those are all things that you got to do. So, you know, like I said, it's not one of those things where I'm gonna try to, take his shine. The dude gets what he gets, you know. Um, Fire Blast Bow question: would you like to see Inti Creates make a Metroid title? Yeah, I think Inti Creates could make a 2D Metroid game, like just like what was it, Samus Returns? I think they could also create a 2D Metroid game. Absolutely. DJ Deception says, OJ, Bayonetta versus Travis Touchdown. Who would win? Bayonetta would kick Travis Touchdown's butt. It's not even close. Bayonetta would destroy Travis Touchdown. Um, don't worry, OJ. The Lord rewards hard work, and keep at it, and you'll find bountiful success in your future. Absolutely. The success is already good right now, guys. I think all of you guys that are helping out, you guys are making it to the point to where, like I said, I barely pay everything. Like I can pay my bills, and I have a little bit extra to take care of my family, and that's enough for me because I know that with time it'll just get better and better. So for the first 6 months of this channel, since I did my reboot, since I got let go from my full-time job, I wasn't making any money on the channel. It was actually costing me more because of all my bills and everything. But I finally actually moved into like the profit range to where I actually have some money left over after I pay everything, just a little bit. So for me, that's all I was looking for. I was just looking for that. And now that I'm positive, I can continue, just keep going. Every day I get subscribers, whether it's 50, 60, 70, 30, it doesn't matter. Every day we get subscribers, we get new people coming to the channel. And I'm gonna keep on working on new ideas and new ways to keep you guys entertained and engaged, just like we're doing it. We usually don't do live streams on Monday. You guys are pretty much gonna get live streams every Monday now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that I was gonna wait to announce, but I'm gonna have a contest, guys. I'm gonna have a contest. Whoever can, I'm gonna have a Monday show. Okay, so every Monday we're gonna have a live stream for the most part, unless I have to do something. But every Monday we're gonna have a live stream, and I'm gonna have a contest who can name it, and whoever names it can have the option of coming on the show live with me for the first one for a bit, and I can interview them, and also a gift card as well. So yeah, so look forward to. I was gonna have a whole separate video talking about it, but you guys are here and you guys are donating and helping me out, so I wanted to let you guys know about that. So we are gonna have a Monday live stream every single Monday, weekly Monday show, and you guys are gonna be able to name the show. So look forward to that. It'll be up on the community page. You'll see the listing. So just upvote. You guys give me your best Monday name shows, and whoever gets the most upvotes will be put into like a poll on the community page, and whoever you guys pick, whatever name gets the picked one, then I'll pick a winner. And it doesn't matter where you live, obviously. You just got to be able to speak English for the most part. Just got to be able to speak English. So yeah, shout outs to Devil's Do, and Link BW also for the for the follows over there on the Fire Nation over there on Twitch. Thank you guys so much. Do appreciate that. Hopefully you guys can build up the Fire Nation strong, get to that 1,000 goal. Drekord will donate every week. Yo, shout outs, man. Thank you, Miss Momento. I can't speak right now. Thank you so much. Do appreciate the $2 donation, man. Yeah, I love the live streams. Yeah, man. Thank you. We need more ports like WWE. Yeah, definitely. I think more ports like WWE would be good, Og. Kelsey Perez says, "What do you think? When do you think Paladins is coming to the Switch?" I think that's going to be Q2, Q3ish, summer. Maybe that's a good summer game. Maybe it launches with the whole battle royale mode too. That would be nice. Like we need a battle. I think more than anything, I think we need a battle royale game. What do you guys think about that? Paladins is getting a battle royale game. What if Paladins dropped on the Nintendo Switch battle royale? Got a couple exclusive features. Obviously, you have the portability there, the Joy-Con play. You got some IR aiming or some motion controls. Yo, Paladins would be dope on the Switch. It would be really good, and we would finally have a battle royale game because we don't have one yet. We don't have Fortnite. We don't have PUBG. So battle royale Paladins, man, that could be a game. That could be a game that could come this week. You weirdos, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 people need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Meh. Game God, Fortnite. Yeah, Doc Trade thinks Fortnite's coming to Switch, so we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see on that. Splatoon KAG Reacts. Shout outs to KAG Reacts. Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel. Splatoon 2 with Battle Royale mode. Yeah, Splatoon 2 with Battle Royale would be awesome. Man, I would definitely like that. Absolutely. Jarrell Bond with the subscription. Thank you so much, homie. Welcome to the village here over at PlayerEssence. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. Everyone in the chat, please make or Jarrell feel very welcome. Think you can think you can take me? Kaido says, I like your attitude. Are you talking to me? Oh, I think that might be, is that a meme from, or is that a thing from? Is that from Xenoblade? Oh, man. OJ, we need to play Fortnite, man. Man, gosh. Og, I know. I'm such a lazy bum. That's the problem. I need to play. You need to push, Og. You need to bug me till I mute you again. About Fortnite. Oh, my gosh. At this point, you guys are just memeing it up. You guys are silly. Okay. You guys have any more questions for me? Like I said, I'll go for about another 15 more minutes. Here we go. Fantasy Thinker fan. OJ, what do you think about Pokken getting paid DLC after already being a deluxe game? I think that the game, as far as the deluxe version of it, I don't think they were planning on doing a lot more, but I think that it instantly sold so well that they started planning it by the fall or so, getting more DLC out there. I think they probably had some ideas, but usually what they do, and the reason why I think that it was this way, is because they usually test the DLC in the arcades first, okay? And then they bring it over to consoles like they did with the deluxe version of Pokken. But this time, I don't think these characters are coming to the Nintendo or to the arcades in Japan. So, I mean, I don't think. So they're not testing it in the arcade. It's coming to Switch first, you know? And I haven't heard about any type of play testing with those. So that makes me say that the reason why these characters are even coming in the first place is because of how well Pokken did on the Switch. Otherwise, they would have made it in the arcades, released it in the arcades, tested it there, then potentially released them on the Nintendo Switch. So the only reason why we're getting this DLC is because of how well the game is selling and the competitive community behind the game. So while it would be great if they just put that in the game, I do think that they're actually investing resources into continuing this game with updates, with support Pokemon, with characters. And that's because of the sales and the passion of the community. So I could understand if the deluxe version came out and these characters were known about, you know, like let's say they said, oh yeah, we got more characters and they're coming to arcades and the deluxe version came out and then we didn't get those characters in the deluxe version, I can see what you're saying. But the fact that these characters are probably coming because of how well the deluxe version sold is another thing. So I don't mind the paid DLC, but I'd have an issue, like for example, like if Pokken came to the Wii U, or sorry, came to the Switch and it didn't come with it didn't come with the DLC characters and like all the content, then I'd have an issue with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be like, okay, well, hold up. Pokken's coming to the Switch and we don't get any of those characters from we got to pay for those characters from the arcade. Like the game better be like $30 then, or $20 or whatever, or probably $30 or $40. It better be a cheaper game then. So you know that's my take on it. But I do have to say this for disclosure, I did receive a free copy of Pokken Tournament. So that is just for disclosure, guys. I got a free review copy of Pokken Tournament. So yeah, and I got a free copy of Pokken on the Wii U. So just disclosure out there, I did get a free copy. So I didn't buy it. I got a free copy. So Nicholas Estrada donated $2 through Super Chat and says, thanks for your everyday content. Thanks for your $2 donation. And thank you for watching my videos. I do appreciate that. If you can click refresh fast enough. I don't know. I don't think Joshua. What's up, Jonesy? Shout outs, man. 500 likes. Can we get to 500 likes? We don't have 500 people watching, but there's new people watching right now. Maybe we can get to 500 likes. If we get to 500 likes, I'll extend this, but I'll extend it. I'll extend it a bit. 5 more minutes, more questions. What's your favorite character in Xenoblade Chronicles 2? My favorite character? Blades. I don't want to say Blade because a lot of the Blades are included there, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to say like the baseline characters between all the characters that have been already revealed. I like Mordag because she's so proper and formal. I also like I like Pyra. I like Rex. I like Mithra. They're all nice. They're all cool characters. I think they all have a nice like personality. I like Poppy. I'd probably say like my favorite is like Poppy, just like when she like talks back to Master Pawn. So yeah, I would probably say my favorite that I can talk about without spoiler is Poppy, and then probably like my second is Mordag. So yeah, and then like Bridget. I like Bridget because I just like I like her design. I like the way Bridget is designed. So Bridget too. Don't forget me. I like the soldiers. No, you don't. Stop. Why are you lying, man? You know good and well you don't like those soldiers in that game. Looking like they look like defect killzone dudes. They look like guys that couldn't cut it for Killzone 2. Man. Um, OJ, would you want to see a Pikmin collection? I mean, I don't like Pikmin. I tried Pikmin 3. I really don't like Pikmin. But would it be good for the Switch? Absolutely, it'd be good for the Switch. Shut up, Golden Oracle. Oh my gosh. Poppy the YouTuber? Yeah. Play final boss music from Persona 5? Would that be like that's like a spoiler, isn't it? Shout outs to Barrett X. Okay, I'll play that's borderline spoiler. Final boss music from Persona 5. I mean, you know what? No, you know what? I'm really conflicted on that one, dude, because that might be a spoiler. I'll play music from Persona 5, but I'm not gonna play the final music because that's a spoiler. What else do you want to see from Persona 5? I'll play something else. But I don't think I can't play the final boss music. I can play Last Surprise. Yeah, I know you're not gonna play the game, but it's just I don't know. I'll play Persona. I'm not gonna play the final boss music, but I'll play Last Surprise for you. Wait, hold up, no, wrong one. I'm trying to find it. Sorry, that was kind of loud at the beginning. Let me know if it sounds okay, guys. You guys don't think it's a spoiler? You can't hear it? Can you hear it now? Can you hear it now? Can't hear anything? Okay. You guys should be able to hear it. I don't know why you can't. Nope. Okay. No, no Perinos. Okay. Share your voice. Okay. You guys can't. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's not playing. Oops. I should be able to hear it down, right? Play it through your phone. No? I don't know why it's not working, guys. Yeah, I have no idea why it's not working. Because it worked. This is how I did it. This is how I got it to work last time. I can hear it. That's weird. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not letting me. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working, guys. It's supposed to be, but it's not. Yeah, so I don't know. Sorry about that, dude. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Like I don't know why it's not working. Can you, nothing yet, but can you talk about the net? I'm not talking about the Netflix rumor. I'm not talking about Netflix because that's all fake news. Everything that's been going on with Netflix is fake news, guys. Netflix will come to the Switch when Nintendo wants it to. When it's ready to come to the Switch, it'll come to the Switch. Hulu's already on the Switch. If Hulu's on the Switch, Netflix is coming to the Switch. Look, these websites are just running. It's all fake news. It's all fake news because here's the reason why it's fake news. Because back in mid-September, they said Netflix is locked and loaded for the Switch. They just need to wait for it to be real, like wait for Nintendo's approval. Okay. All this time goes by. We get Hulu, then all of a sudden a customer service rep says Netflix is currently no plans. Like, shut up. And then that was just like recently. And then now they say we're still exploring the option. So you had no plan. You went from locked and loaded to currently no plans to exploring the options. Guys, it's NDA. It'll come to the Switch when Nintendo feels like it coming to the Switch. There's literally nothing on Netflix right now. Like it's a bit annoying because sites keep on taking this and running with it as if it's news. It's not. They ask customer service reps as if they're supposed to know. When it's ready, it will launch. When Nintendo launches their online, when they feel like launching with it, they will launch with it. When everything's ready to go, it will launch. I'm I'm so sick of Netflix. People talk about Netflix. It's like I said, fake. In my opinion, fake news because customer service. People are so thirsty. They're asking customer service. Like a customer service rep is gonna know. Let me call Nintendo. Hey Nintendo, when's Animal Crossing coming out? What do you think they're gonna say? Well, when's Smash Brothers coming out? Like, I don't know when Smash Brothers coming out. Oh, Smash Brothers isn't coming out anytime. Like, it's not coming. Smash Brothers isn't coming. Currently have no plans for Smash Brothers. Like, come on. So stupid. It's fake news. OJ, sing the song first. I cannot sing the song. I don't know why it's not working though. It should just work default. You know what I'm saying? Like it should just work default. It shouldn't have to be like an issue to where it doesn't work at all. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Here, let me see something real quick. Windows. Let me see. Can you guys hear? If I was to play this music right here, can you guys hear this? Like, I'm about to play it in just a bit. I'll let you know when I actually click it. Like, let me know if you guys can hear Fountain of Dreams. So I just want to know if this works. How would you like to sing? I can't sing. I'm horrible at singing. Nada. Yeah, there's something wrong. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong then. Because you guys should be able to hear that. Because it's my Windows Media Player. Okay. I can hear it. It sounds good. Fountain of Dreams. You guys are supposed to be hearing Fountain of Dreams. Okay. Now you guys should hear it. Oh, did I crash it? Might have crashed my whole stream. Okay. I'm still alive. I'm here. You guys can see, but you can't hear. Okay, yeah. Then there's something wrong with it, guys, because I have it in my obs, but it's not. Nothing's coming up. So I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, there's nothing that's gonna make it work. I don't know. I have to test it out beforehand. Oh, I know why you guys can't hear it. I'm stupid. Okay, you guys will hear this. I guarantee you guys will hear this. You guys will hear this. I guarantee you. No, here's the problem I had. Here's the problem that I had. The problem was that, like, I muted my system volume on my obs on accident. My whole system volume. So sounds that come out from, like, let's say anything from, like, the system, the computer, that was muted. Only my mic was not. So that's why you guys weren't hearing anything, because that was accidentally muted. So yeah, it's not. So yeah. Hear it down. Okay, so yes, music is down. You know what I'm saying? Music is good. So if you guys have a donation, you guys want to request the track, I'll be on for another 15 minutes because I was bumbling around for 15 minutes. So Ataki Teacher, with the $5 donation, says, "Did you see Video Gamer make a $3 green screen? Play me some Fire Emblem Warriors music." Okay, we'll play some Fire Emblem Warriors music in just a bit. And I didn't see the video. But, like, I saw, like, the post on Twitter. Somebody else did it. But I've been working all morning and taking care of my daughter, so I couldn't watch the video. But yeah, $3 green screen sounds pretty cool. Sounds good. Sounds fun. Shout outs to Frida Pedersen. I probably said that wrong. Shout outs. Thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the village. Everyone in the chat, please make them feel very, very welcome. All right. The night rain music from Persona 5 spoiler free. Okay, so we're gonna play this one just for a bit more. We'll play this one for about. We'll play this one till 5:50 as far as on the. So we'll play about a minute more of this music, and then we'll get into Fire Emblem Warriors, and then we'll get into that one. Okay, Barrett. All right. 500 likes. There we go. 500 likes. All right. So I gotta extend it out now. Gotta extend it out 15 more minutes for 500 likes. If we somehow hit 550, I'll extend it out I'll extend it out a little bit more. If we somehow hit 550, I don't think we will though. I don't think we can hit 550. All right. You'll never see it coming. Toby, welcome. Hey, OJ, what do you think Sega's announcement is going to be about tomorrow? Yeah, I might talk about this a little bit. I'll talk about it again. I don't know, man. I'm hoping it's Skies of Arcadia too, but that's just wishful thinking for me. Sega's unpredictable. They're one of the most unpredictable developers out there. So I don't know what they're going to do. I have no idea what they're going to do. I have no idea. My daughter's singing "Let It Go" in the background. I'll tell you that. Come on in, Anime. Come on in. I'm near the end. You want to come in, baby? Want to say hi to the stream? No? You want to come here? He's in the bathroom. Give me a second, guys. All right, I don't think she wants to come over here. She was singing "Let It Go." I heard her singing "Let It Go" by the door, but maybe she can sing for me. Dragon Quest XI is better than Persona 5. I wouldn't say that. I think they're both really good. Anime. My daughter's name is Anime. 1K likes. Let's go. Let's go, man. Sega needs to bring Phantasy Star Online for the Switch. Yeah, that'd be dope, man. I would love that. What up, T-Dude? Ninja Awesome 15. Sonic Boom and Forces crossover 2019. Do it, Sega. Bruh, that's not anything good. Nothing good can come from that. She's shy. She's usually not shy. My daughter has busted into my room many times when I do live streams. So, but yeah, I think today she's probably being a little shy today. Does Sega still own Crazy Taxi? Yeah, Sega does still own Crazy Taxi. Sonic Boom port unfixed. Man, y'all crazy. Sonic Pinball Festival. Shining Force. Ooh, Shining Force would be nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into some Fire Emblem Warriors music. Road taken? Just the beginning theme. I have a playlist right here at Fire Emblem Warriors, so we'll go through a couple of the Fire Emblem Warriors tracks. Song of Storms, please. Alright, Song of Storms, definitely. Shoutouts to Arum M for the Song of Storms. I love Song of Storms, actually. That's actually one of my favorite songs of all time. So we're gonna do some Song of Storms. Shinobu also says play some... Shinobu also says, donated $1, says play some No More Heroes, Track 1, Beam Katana Chronicles. Okay. So we'll do... we got... Here's the queue, guys. Here's the queue. We'll do one song of Fire Emblem Warriors. And we're gonna, since we got a couple lined up here, PlayerEssence says Night Train for Persona 5, so we'll do that. Then we'll do Beam Katana Chronicles, and then Song of Storms. So we'll do it in that order. Shoutouts to Takahiko Maki, just subscribe. Shoutouts, man. Thank you, everyone here. Takahiko's here, so definitely welcome to the village, man. Hopefully you appreciate your stay. We got a nice community of gamers here. I think you're gonna like it. And everyone, please let Takahiko feel very welcome here. Make sure that he knows that he can talk to anybody when he needs anything. If he needs to know about the schedule or kind of where to go, you guys help him out so he knows what's going down here at PlayerEssence. We got a nice village here, so thank you. I really do, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate your subscription. Shoutouts, man. Let's see here. Fire Emblem Warriors soundtrack is awesome. 3 CDs worth it. Absolutely, it's very good. It's very good. You guys have any other questions that I can answer? Since I have to extend this out now. Any other questions you guys have? OJ, have you played the Banner Saga? I don't think so. So yeah, I'm most definitely getting Hyrule Warriors as well. I get all the games day one, so yeah, I'll have about 50 games on Switch at the moment. Yo, G5, man. Rolling. High rolling. Let's go. 61I says, hi dude, is there a Nintendo Direct going on or going soon? That's the rumor, that there's going to be like some type of Nintendo Direct or some type of thing going down on the 18th. Maybe even like another mini Direct, or potentially even some trailers of some new games coming out. So we'll have to wait and see. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next track here. And that is Night Train from Persona 5. So let's get ready for that. So there's a vocal version and a non-vocal version. think that's it. So I guess we're just gonna have to go with the vocal version. Oh, okay, yeah. This is the song when you get back to your house. When it's nighttime? Yeah. Wait, did you say night train or night rain? Okay, you said night rain and I said night train. It's definitely night rain. Sorry about that, guys. Where have you been? Sonic Lucario. I love you, OJ. I love all of my ninja. Where have you been? Been searching all alone. OJ, when will the what come out of beta? What are you talking about? When will the what come out of beta? Just got some prey. When will the prey come out of beta? Early access? I don't know what you're talking about, man. What game are you talking about? Are you getting Dragon Quest Builders? Yeah, I'll probably get Dragon Quest Builders. Game God. Out of curiosity, have you played the rare import gem Square's Racing RPG Racing Lagoon in the PS1 era? No, I've never even heard about that game. I need to check it out. Check it out. Yo, shout outs for the subscription. I cannot say that name though. Kawaii, is it Kawaii Conathan? Kawaii Conathan? Shout outs, man. Thank you so much for the subscription. I do appreciate that, homie. K-On Nintendo, congratulations on finishing Super Mario Odyssey. Oh, okay. K-On just finished that. PlayerEssence, what accessories do you think we'll see this year? I'm really bad at like guessing accessories and stuff like that. I have no idea, man. Like I don't know what they could do when it comes to gaming, but we'll see. We'll see, man. Kawaii, is it Kawaii Neko Nathan? Okay. Kawaii Neko Nathan. Oh, okay, I see. Now that you split it up, it makes it easier, I think. Alright, Paladin Enthusiast says, OJ, do you think Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition will have the option for us choosing between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second like Hyrule Warriors does? I mean, it depends. It depends. I mean, I would hope so. They said 1080p, so I mean, are they going to go 1080p 30 locked? I mean, they could do that. The gameplay is fine at 30. The game was already, like, it was unlocked frame rate, so sometimes you saw frames going up to like 40-something frames on Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U, but then it can go down too. So, I mean, it could be. The Switch has the power to do it. I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, if you boosted to 1080p, could you get it to 60? Maybe. Maybe. So, we'll just have to wait and see. I hope it does. I really hope. I would say it's 50-50 at this point, just because, like, we don't know, you know, all they said is 1080p. That's all they said was 1080p, so we'll see what they do, you know? Skipbit Production says, how do you think Nintendo will make China's launch big for the Nintendo Switch when? I'm just curious. I think it might be in the fall. Might be in the fall or whenever Arena of Valor is ready. That's how they're gonna make it big. That's the biggest mobile game in China right now, right? That's made by Tencent. So if they can get Arena of Valor, then of course their big first party IPs, launch it with the system right there. I think you'll have a hit. Is it? Ekuru Sona says, PE, how do you think Nintendo will celebrate Smash's 20-year anniversary in 2019? With Smash Brothers. Kawaii Neko Nathan says, hi. Okay. Yeah, well, 720p, 60 frames per second. But that's the thing. T-Dude, they've already said that it's 1080p. That's the thing. They've already said that the game's going to run at 1080p. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, they've already said that it's 1080p. So we do know for a fact that the game's running in 1080p, that there will be an option, at least an option for 1080p. So because they've already said it's 1080p. So we'll just have to wait and see what goes down. And my daughter's opening my door. What's up? Want to say hi? Come in here. Why do you have stuff all over your head? Come here.
What, dude?
You wear the same dress too much. Your hair's say hi.
Hi.
This is my daughter, Anime. I talk about her all the time. Say hi.
Hi.
What's your favorite game?
My favorite game is Lego Blocks.
Lego Blocks, but don't you like Super Mario 3D World?
No.
She likes Super Mario 3D World. She plays Super Mario 3D World a lot.
No.
Yeah, you do. You
No.
used to play on the Wii U, remember?
Nope.
Like the Lego. What else do you like? What other games? Remember Fast RMX?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I do like Kirby game.
You ready for the Kirby game?
Yeah.
See, I told you she gets hyped for the Kirby. Okay, enough of that. Mind your manners, little girl. Okay. Any other games that you're looking forward to?
I like Mario Fish game.
Super Mario Odyssey, huh? Yeah?
Yeah. It changed to fish stuff.
Okay, baby. Say bye.
Bye.
Give me kissies. Nope. Gotta go over here. Yeah? I'm almost done, okay? See what I gotta deal with? This is what I gotta deal with. I gotta deal with this. Okay, Oliver. You're getting dizzy. Stop it. Come here. Stop. Okay, hey. Enough. Hey. Calm down. All right. Come on. Hey, what's this? She's crazy, man. She's a crazy little girl. She's that hyper all the time. OJ's gone. Yeah, she's been wanting to do that for a while. She's like, I remember one time we were talking and she was like, "Can I dance? Can I dance and go crazy in front of your live stream?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Well, I'm gonna do it." And I was like, okay. She told me this like a month ago, and then that was her time. And then like when I took her out to the living room, she's like, "Dada, guess what?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "I told you that I'd do it." I was like, oh my gosh, if you weren't so cute, you get spanked for all the silliness you do. OJ, what position did you play at Fresno State? I played running back. I played scout team, like safety, and all that. I didn't really play much though. I was kind of trash. If you want me to be honest. I mean, compared to the other running backs that we had there. So I didn't really play running back much. But yeah. OJ is defeated. 20 million units means 1.6 million per month. I don't think you can just blame the fans for all the anticipation of the directs. See, here's the problem with that assessment. 20 million units, you're not understanding what 20 million units is for. The 20 million units, Joker, is from the March, okay, from March all the way to the next March, not from January to January 2019. It's from March and on. And on top of that, systems don't sell. Like when you sell 20 million systems, you don't sell 1.67 million every single month for it to even it out. What happens is that you sell a good rate each month, and then in the fall period you sell like most of it. You sell a good chunk, 20%, 15%, 20% of your total sales for all year. So it's not the same way. And on top of that, when you're talking about directs and what people are anticipating or expecting, if people were expecting that in January because it was 20 million for the year, then they should at least understand when the fiscal year starts. So if you're going to sit there and want to get into business and say, "Oh, well, they're just going to sell 20 million, that's 1.67 million, per a month. So that means they're going to have big directs right now." Then you should at least know that the year doesn't start till March for them. If you're going to do all the work to do all that, then know that the year doesn't start for them till March, dude. Like this is what I'm talking about when people try to be business. Like if you're gonna talk business, don't be a business Toby. You know what I'm saying? Like know when the actual year starts for the 20 million. It starts in March, my guy. So yeah, that has nothing to do. People expecting stuff for the whole year. They're expecting big in January. Nothing to do with selling 20 million when everything starts in March, and most of the sales or a big chunk of sales are at the end of the year, or at the end in the holiday periods. So, just yeah, man. Business Toby on deck. That was business Toby-ish because you're talking about selling 1.67 million units a month. You're talking about, oh well, people are expecting it because of that, and it's like nobody sells 1.67 million units a month. It's all at the end. There's a reason why it's called Black Friday. It's because you go into the black, you go into the positive at that point. Sometimes you're in the red, you're in the negative, and then until Black Friday, that's when you literally make up all the money that you make. That's where that term comes from. And while video game companies don't necessarily apply to that, a lot of them make money throughout the year. Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, they all make money, but that's essentially where the bulk of their systems are sold in at the end of the year. Like even if like you compare the Japanese sales, look at how much they sold in Japan at the end of the year compared to, during, they had huge record sales in December. And if you just look at what they've done, so far, it's been pretty good at the end of the year. They had pretty good year in sales. Even Sony said that they sold, what they say that they sold? They sold almost like 6 million units plus at the end of the year. From November through December, they sold 6 million units, and they sold about 20 million for the year. So if you think about that, a large chunk of that 20 million, they sold 6 million in that final last push at the end of the year. So, OJ, do you think we'll see 2D Zelda this year? Maybe. Business Toby, no, I'm not talking about that. Hey, we're 14 likes away from 550. Come on, 14 more likes away from 15 more minutes of PlayerEssence Live. Man, did you have to bring that up, my guy? I thought people would forget about that. Let's see if we have, Green Arrow. Shoutouts to Green Arrow with the $1 donation through Patreon. And we have to do some music. Okay, Beam Katana Chronicles. So Beam Katana Chronicles. Beam Katana Chronicles. Okay, so I got it right here. I like Beam Katana Chronicles. I'll give some shout outs while we're here too. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Okay, so Tim Sado, subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Mr. Boss 4984 with the follow on the Fire Nation. Brezzy 27 with a subscription on YouTube. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that. And Attack on Zelda 17 followed me on Twitch, so thank you so much. Welcome to the villages, homies. Fire Nation, also here at the Village PlayerEssence. Thank you so much. Do appreciate that. Also, Green Arrow, I'm really feeling it. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that $1 pledge. Let me know if you want the friend codes for the hookups for PE Arena. Put your friend code on Patreon, and I'll be more than happy to add you in, my guy. Okay, so let's see. We'll listen to this Beam Katana Chronicles. We'll get back to some questions, because that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm not hating. I thought the hype last week was awesome. Oh, yeah, no problem, dude. It's just that we just got to be careful when you talk about business, when you talk about business selling one point and what people were thinking and all that stuff, because that's when you get into being business Toby. Which, no, I'm not, and I'm not hating on you. I know that wasn't you. I know that wasn't you particularly. I'm just saying that's just what happens. Like I said, guys, don't worry. Trust me. There's going to be plenty of games. Plenty of games. Plenty of games. But no, I was definitely not trying to hate on you, my guy. Definitely not trying to hate on you. Shout outs to Joker, with a $2 donation through Super Chat. 4754. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that. You didn't give me any type of question or song request, so thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see what's next. Song of Storms. Okay, so we got Song of Storms next from Arum. Sorry for getting delayed on the music here, guys. So yeah, so that was Beam Katana Chronicles from from No More Heroes. I'm guessing you don't want Song of Storms like a remix or a dub mix. There's so many dub mixes of Song of Storms. Let me see if this is the right one. Yeah, this is just... We'll just play the vanilla Song of Storm. It's 2 minutes. This is just the vanilla Song of Storms. Ataki. Which comment are you talking about, Ataki? You've made multiple comments. Sometimes there's... Oh yeah, no, because it had to do... I think one of your comments had to do with politics. I don't want to bring that up. Ataki teacher donated $5 to Super Chat. I said, I understand why you didn't read my comment about the business, Toby, but it was funny, right? LOL, here's $5. Thank you, dude. Yeah, it actually was funny, but... I mean, I can't read that on there. You know how people get like, in today's climate with presidents and all that stuff, so yeah. Thank you, Ataki. You're already Elite Ninja. You don't have to donate anything, but thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. Ninja Awesome says, OJ, why did you flood my room? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. The Song of Storms just got you. Reggie Fizame, do you think you can take me? Dang it! Got tricked into saying that. Can you play more Fire Emblem Warrior songs? Yeah, I'll play another Fire Emblem Warrior song. People believe Sega's going to announce Sega Dreamcast 2. LOL. Yeah, that's not happening. Well, we'll see. Quantum EL says, hey OJ, what third-party developers do you want to see develop for the Switch, and what games do you want to see from those developers? What games? I would like to see personally, I prefer the air. No, personally, I would like to see, I would like to see Falcom games. Obviously, I'd like to see more like Legend of Heroes. I would like to see, more of Square Enix's stuff. You know, more Final Fantasies on there. I would like to see more Atlas stuff. I'd like to see Persona, just more Atlas games in general. Etrian Odyssey. I would also like to see Capcom with Resident Evil, like not Resident Evil VR, but Resident Evil, like real Resident Evil. So Resident Evil Remake 2. I'd like to see them bring over Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. Just bring them all over. I hate 6. Well, I don't hate all of 6. I just hate a lot of 6. I think Leon's campaign is great. That's like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. But every other campaign's kind of trash. Ada's is okay, but yeah, Chris's campaign is straight trash. But yeah, I don't really like that game too much. But I beat Leon's campaign multiple times. I actually really like Leon's campaign in Resident Evil 6. So yeah, I'd like to see Resident Evil 5 though. That's the game that I actually really want to see is Resident Evil 5 because that game's unique because it's new school like Resident Evil 4, but then it's like it has co-op in there. So it has something that it has like a really unique hook to it, and it has good co-op. You know what I'm saying? Like it has really good co-op in there. So yeah, I'd like to see Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 6 has co-op, but the co-op's stupid. But Resident Evil 5 has that perfect co-op, in my opinion. Really good co-op. So I'd like to see Resident Evil 5 more than anything. Just so I can play co-op with you guys, just because I want to play co-op. There's I have a lot of hardcore Resident Evil fans, you know, that love the game, and we'd be like, man, you know, it'd be cool if we can play co-op with each other, like on the Switch, you know. If they had like HD Rumble and all that, they built all that stuff in. So yeah, man, that'd be great. Let me get to some more Fire Emblem Warrior songs. Where's music? Conquest Flames. Hey OJ, I know this is a long shot, but what if Sega announces tomorrow that they have been acquired by Nintendo? They wouldn't announce that tomorrow. That wouldn't be something that they'd announce at like. This wouldn't be something that they would announce. But yeah, that's Stretch Armstrong, dude. That's just reach. That's not gonna happen. But man, I mean, it would be crazy, but. Yeah, I just don't see that happening. Sega's too big. If you've noticed, throughout all of Nintendo's history, Nintendo's never acquired a massive publisher. Ever. Never. Ever. Have they ever acquired something that's like, they've only acquired studios that are like smaller, like Monolith Soft. What else? Intelligent Systems. And if they don't acquire them, they just contract them to work with them, like Grezzo, Next Level, you know, Platinum. You know, they never acquire anybody, you know, because I think that they think of it as like extra baggage. Like we have to like feed these guys and take care of them and nurture them. Like we don't want to do that. Like we just want to pay you for what we need to pay you for, and like be with it, you know. So that's why I don't ever think Nintendo's even gonna acquire a company as big as like Platinum. You know, it's just like, why? If you want an exclusive, just pay for an exclusive. You don't need to buy them. The only reason why they bought Intelligent Systems is because they were small and because they were already former Nintendo employees, and that was way back in the 80s. They like instantly bought them as soon as they broke off. They said, "Okay, we'll buy you guys," you know. And they bought Monolith Soft because Monolith Soft had nowhere to go, and because it filled a deficiency that they needed, and it was cheap. That's the only reason why they bought Monolith Soft. And they loved the work that they did with Baiten Kaitos with Bandai Namco. So it was just like the willingness to just be acquired. You know what I'm saying? Like Bandai Namco wasn't going to keep them around. And then they just said, you know, it was essentially, do you want them? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want them? And Nintendo was like, yeah, like, we need an RPG studio. We need somebody that can create a Final Fantasy style of game. Because, like, we don't. You know, that's the reason why they acquired them, you know. And it wasn't for a large sum of money. It wasn't for anything crazy. So, and that's, like, we're talking, like, 20, 30 years here, man. You know, like, we're talking, you know, such a long period of time I mean, they acquired Intelligent Systems like decades ago, and then Monolith Soft was like a decade ago, about maybe. So yeah, it's just not. I just don't see them. They're not that type of company. They don't have that bulldog mentality. You know, like where Microsoft can, like, you know, rush out. Let's get Minecraft. Let's get Mojang. You know, it's huge Minecraft studio. Let's get them. You know, like Sony can go out there and buy people completely. I think they've done it before. Microsoft has done it before. Nintendo just doesn't have that mentality. They'll just pay for what they want, you know. So yeah, they want the games, but they don't want the baggage. They don't want everything else that you have to do with acquiring a company. So yeah. Jonas Eriksson donated $5 and says, "Thank you for all the content. I'm from Sweden, which is the same country as the developers of Faye. I can teach you how to pronounce it someday." Okay, what is it? Is it Faye or is it Fee? What is it? Let me know. Like, write it out in the chat. But yeah, Sweden, man. Shout out. I actually really like Sweden because one of my favorite Smash Brothers players is from Sweden, Armada, and also Leffen. I actually like both of them, Armada and Leffen. They're the two best Smash Brothers players in Sweden. But also Android, Armada's brother, is from Sweden. So I like all three of them. They're all great Smash Brothers players. Armada is arguably the greatest Smash Brothers player of all time. Super Smash Brothers Melee, that is, guys. Leffen's like the evil protagonist. He's like the shadow of the from like Sonic. He's like the guy that, like, he's just like, he's always just there, and like he can bop you at any minute, you know. So I love Sweden, and I love the Smash Brothers players from Sweden. So thank you so much. I do appreciate that, Jonas. Shout outs to Matt also for the $2 donation. Says Sega's announcement is the next 2 Point Studios game. The icon in the bottom left of today's Sega tweet and they have had it pinned to their Twitter that they're announcing it on the 16th, their new game. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. So yeah, it's going to be the 2 Point announcement. So, but we just don't know what game they're going to be. The last game that they did that people are thinking about is Theme Hospital. So they're rolling with Theme Hospital. So we'll see about that, man. We'll see about that. OJ, how long do you think it will be before we see Nintendo's next new IP? I think it'll be this year. Not sure how to write it in English. That looks like it has like a little mark on the top of the E. I don't know what to say. Is it Faye? I think Nintendo pronounced it Faye, didn't they? I'm pretty sure Nintendo pronounced it Faye. Guys, enough with the whole racist thing with Resident Evil, okay, guys? Just drop it, all right? Let's just drop it. That's such an old argument. It's such an old argument. None of the Resident Evils are racist, okay, guys? None of them are racist. Just relax, guys. It's just a video game. Let's relax, guys. I'm gonna start timing people. Okay, we're gonna start getting timed out. Let's just start. No more. Enough with this whole Resident Evil stuff. We're supposed to be a good community, guys. There is no Resident Evil racist argument. There is no Resident Evil racist argument. No, let's just drop it. Let's just drop it and move on, guys. Come on, drop it and move on. Night Moon donated $2 through Super Chat, or you guys can take it to Twitter or something. I'm late, so have some money. Thank you, Night Moon. I do appreciate that. Faye, 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 as in favorite. Fave. Okay, yeah, Faye. Okay, cool. Thank you, Chads. I appreciate that. Hiya, OJ. I came back. What up, Solar 7? Ikuru-san. I probably said that wrong. Yeah, Ikuru-sona. OJ, do you think Skyward Sword will come to Nintendo Switch? 50-50 on Skyward Sword. Just drop some timeouts first, guys. So yeah, we can hit some time. If people keep on going on with this whole Resident Evil thing, drop some timeouts. No bans, just timeouts. Fantasy Thinker Fan. OJ, did you hear about Crazy Justice? I know you were talking about Paladins earlier. That's a battle royale game confirmed for the Nintendo Switch. Is that a battle royale game confirmed? I thought it was just like a team deathmatch, team multiplayer. I didn't know it was a battle royale style game. But yeah, I did hear about it. I've talked about Crazy Justice before on the channel. Yeah, and it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. But I didn't know there was a battle royale mode in the game. That's Unreal Engine 4 too. And Night Moon, thank you. I do appreciate it, Night Moon. What's up, Velvet? Velvet's in the chat. Yo, shout outs, Velvet. Thanks for coming. I do appreciate it. All right, guys. So it's 5 o'clock and my new video just dropped. So I'm gonna go ahead and have to call it here, guys, because I don't like to have overlapping videos with live streams. It's not my favorite thing to do. So I want to thank everyone who came out to the live stream. I do appreciate it. And sorry that I got here late, guys. I guess Velvet just got here too. I like to stay on a little bit more when Velvet's here. I'm sorry, Velvet. But yeah, I've been on for about a good I'm going on 3 hours at this point. So we're going to go ahead and stop it right here, guys. We're going to be having live streams a lot more. So look forward to pretty much daily live streams from PlayerEssence. Tomorrow is PE Arena. So everyone who signed up on Patreon, or if you sponsored today, make sure you let me get your friend code so we can add you in for PE Arena. We're probably going to be playing, it's either going to be Mario Kart 8 or Splatoon 2. So we'll play one of those two. We should have a lot of fun, so look forward to that. And I'll also have a post talking about the Monday morning show, as far as you guys can name it. And once again, make sure you look through the comments in the discussion tab and make sure you vote on what you think is the best name for like my new Monday morning show. So, or not Monday morning, sorry, Monday show. It's just going to be a Monday show. So think of your best Monday show when it comes to like my channel. You can incorporate Essence. Obviously, I have like the midweek Essence. I have PlayerEssence cross Nintendo. So think of a cool name for a Monday show and put it. I'll have a post. I'll have a post in the discussion tab on my channel. So look out for that. If you don't have the notifications, hit the little bell, the notifications, so you can get notified as soon as I make posts on the discussion tab. You guys can all vote. I'll have that up, or you guys can all put your suggestions, and I'll pick the best ones from there, and then I'll have a poll. Okay, I'll have a poll, and we'll vote on that poll, and whoever wins that will get a gift card, and we'll also get to if they want to. You don't have to, but you can come on for a little bit of an interview. I'll ask you, what games you like and all that. Maybe like a 10 or 15-minute interview. You can join me on the show for a bit, and yeah, so you get a little bit of shine on the channel, and also a gift card as well. So look forward to that as well. But yeah, more insult Mondays. No real names, guys. That's a funny name. That's a funny name. More that can probably be like a theme. Like within the show, I'll be like the more insult of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like where I pick out something funny that happens throughout the gaming community, and like I talk about it. So more insult of the day. So yeah, I do like that, but not as the name of the show, but as for like a part in the show. So like more insult. You know what I'm saying? More insult Monday. Morton's Monday. Maniac Monday. Okay. When's the next Mario Kart 8? The Mario Kart 8 will probably be tomorrow based on things. Looks like it's probably going to be tomorrow. But yeah, I'll have a post. You guys will have that up on there. So like I said, to all the new Patreons, or if I haven't added you, if you're a sponsor or if you're a Patreon and I haven't added you, make sure you hit me up on Twitter. Let me know your name so I can just check your sponsor status. If you're on Patreon, make sure you hit me up on there. Just put your friend code and I'll add it in before we race tomorrow. So yeah, we're probably going to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Appreciate all the likes, donations, Also, shout outs to a couple more shout outs here. Shout outs to Night Moon for the $2 donation through Super Chat, and also shout outs to Patrick Herbert for the subscription as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out.